Previously on 999. That's not my age.
Funya Rimpa. See? I mean, this totally looks like one. Here and here.
Junpei indicated parts of the picture that looked exactly like the other parts. After 3 seconds of silence, Lotus looked at Junpei.
What the hell is a Funya Rimpa?
What do you mean? What the hell is a Funya Rimpa? You mean you don't know?
Oh my god, she doesn't know.
She doesn't know. What if
She doesn't know.
Oh my god, Lotus.
Oh my god, Lotus.
She, come on.
How could you not know?
No,
Oh
how
my-
could you not know? It's a Funya Rimpa.
Everybody's heard of a goddamn Funya
That's practically blasphemous.
Yeah,
It is, isn't it?
practically, it could be practically blasphemous.
Anna knows what a Funya Rimpa is.
Oh, say you're sorry. Apologize to the Funya Rimpa.
Yeah, goodness.
You are such a rude woman.
Yeah.
Such a rude woman. How could she?
She didn't even know what it was.
Apologize.
Apologize. Apologize. Everybody, what's going on? My name's Thomas. This guy is Clay, and that guy over there is Nyan.
Hi.
And and today we are playing 999, and we had just got ourselves out. We're in our second run in the fourth door 4, and we just beat the first.
Hey, Mono Bro, thank you. I just went over 2 hours fixing my PS3 controller, so it stopped ghost pressing buttons. That's so annoying. I hate it when controllers do that. But now I can't even play the game because I want to watch the stream.
Oh,
Hey,
well,
I'm not stopping you from multitasking. It's a lot of fun.
Bam!
Thanks,
Bam!
Nyan Bama. Hey, we're having fun. Hey, Nick.
Hey, we're playing. Thanks so much for joining the sponsor
Sir.
from Amelia, long-time viewer.
you.
Great to see you. Make sure to hop into Sponsor Chat. It's a Sponsor Chat. Have a great time in there. Down
Yeah, we were
below,
showing,
link Discord.
We're showing old high school photos.
Oh,
last night.
God.
Sponsor each other. That was
Yeah, there was.
Dicey.
Jacked Clay. Yeah.
more likely than you think.
Yeah.
Riding a tiny horse.
Yeah. But then also check out your custom emojis. They're a lot of fun too. We play 999 Mondays, Tuesdays, Wednesdays, and Thursdays at 3:33 p.m. 3:33 p.m.
Yeah, you're finishing it. Sponsor
Yeah.
chat. I love sponsor chat.
All right, y'all ready to get into business?
Yeah.
Down to business, into
Yep.
gameplay? All right, I'm ready.
To find
I'm
out
ready.
the secrets of the Funya Rimpa.
I know, we must. We
I
have
think it's
to.
connected to the Shinya Rimpa.
Shinya Rimpa.
The Shinya Rimpa.
Okay, 15. Yeah.
Oh, way!
Click too low.
Hey,
Albert!
Yay, for the first commission you got this year. Nice. Commission was always a lot of fun. I used to work commission. Oh, I didn't show that video of me working for commission.
Oh, yeah?
You have a video of you
I don't
working
know
for
if you can
commission?
Yeah, I worked
scan-
really hard. I'll show it to you later.
Well, I don't know if you can share that on YouTube, though. Might get flagged.
Nah, I
Maybe
don't know if
guidelines
you can
check.
share it on my other channel. That's right. I have another channel. I don't care if it gets taken down. I'm kidding.
I think we've been here before.
Oh, we're right back into it.
We're
We
uncovering the
just
time
got
loop.
into. Yep. Yep. There it is. A metal grate. A metal grate stretched from wall to wall. Beyond it were 2 elevators and the entrance to the kitchen.
The elevators are over there, so that means
We went into the kitchen through that door and came out on this side.
Nice.
that means the map was right.
Nice.
The map is
like-
right.
Then let's use it to plan our next move.
Next move.
Yeah, we need to decide where to go from here, don't we?
Hey, what's going on, Helen? Ooh.
Breaking down from stretch. Thank you so much for liking my DRV3 meme on Twitter. You helped me relax with this game. Oh, well. I'm
The
glad we can
quality
help.
memes.
Yeah.
Hey, we appreciate quality japes as much as the next people.
I find in a quick tangent, stress builds up when you you have something like things to do, but you don't like clearly know how to do them. So like,
God, yep.
yeah, I've definitely felt like really stressed out, and then I've written down like everything that I need to do, and I'm like, oh,
Oh, it's not so.
yeah, like I can do this. I can achieve this. But again, stress can come from many different places, so I'm not
Yeah.
too sure.
No, of
But-
course not. But I'm glad that we could be there for you, Helen.
To at least relax
To at
for a bit.
least relax for a minute. All right, let's do this.
Thank you.
He's right. Let's get started.
Okay, so
From the
we're
looks
here.
of it, there are 4 possible routes. Let's just keep it simple and call them A, B, C, and D.
Oh, but these are the same place. Is this a casino? I think this is a casino.
It looks like it.
See.
Because there's the bar and the slot machines.
First, A and B.
Okay.
But that's where the other team
They
should
both
be.
seem to connect to a room that looks L-shaped.
Yeah, there were 2 doors,
2 doors.
Yeah.
but they were both locked. We couldn't open them.
Now, route C. This goes all the way to the main staircase.
Yeah.
That means it's door 5, one of the numbered doors.
Then do you think we would meet up with the other 4 after this hallway?
No, I don't think we will.
Why not?
Right?
Look, there by the stairs. See how the gate is opened?
Ah.
When we went into the kitchen, it's closed.
Wow.
But it's open now. What do you think that means?
They opened it.
Most likely.
And if we take route C, we're going backwards.
That would be pointless.
Then that means
Taking the D.
Oh! The 4 looked at the map. They all looked at the staircase, its lazy curve leading down deeper into the ship.
Route D then.
That curve is so
D it
lazy.
is.
You could be doing so much more with this
Yep,
life.
route D.
Absolutely.
How dare it?
then we're
Dare
set.
you.
Look at it. Just bending there. Being all lazy and stuff.
They jogged down the stairs until they reached the sea deck.
Everything looks okay here.
Let's check the next deck just to be sure.
Ooh.
Yeah,
Ooh.
just like I thought. D deck is totally underwater.
Just like the bottom of the central staircase.
The water gazed back at them, its smooth surface like a great
At
mirror.
least the water level hasn't really changed.
Small comfort.
May as well head back to C deck.
Deep.
Okay.
Soaking wet.
What else is here?
Hey,
There are
double
2
P.
elevators over there at the top of the stairs. Just like the floor above.
Hold on.
Nice.
These are kind of different. See? There's a card reader on the side.
On the side.
Another strange mark.
Devil lady.
Hey, look, it's Lotus's symbol.
Oh, he said
Oh,
it! He
no!
said it!
That
She wasn't
flew in the
here
other
last
place.
time.
Oh, no.
But seven laughed along with it. Oh no.
Yeah.
Oh, here it comes.
Oh.
See? It's the woman symbol with horns on it. That seems like...
Bam!
Oh, yeah.
Oh, ouch, 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 ouch.
Ouch. Rip.
Lotus had taken hold of Junpei's hair. She began to shake him violently, and he thought he would heard a growl coming from her throat.
What was that about the mark again?
Nothing.
That's funny because 7 almost killed him out of positivity. Such violence.
Such violence.
Junpei began to wonder if she was not the devil itself. With an uncomfortable smile, June spoke up.
This is a Mercury symbol. The horns symbolize the wings on Hermes' staff.
Hermes herpes, whatever.
Whoa.
Not
okay,
what-
well,
no,
not
different-
quite the
different things,
same.
different
Yeah,
things.
Very different things.
Very different.
Oh,
If we can't get this thing to work,
fuck,
these
Santa?
elevators aren't going anywhere.
Santa's just always bringing up herpes.
He's calling out for help at this point, you know?
NyanCave herpes, whatever.
Don't
In
compare
other
us.
words, we need a key card with the Mercury symbol on it.
Probably.
That or herpes.
I guess we can't get on there. Let's just disregard the elevators for now.
Damn it, Santa.
How about this hallway on the left?
Whoa, there's so many doors.
They weren't sure how many doors, but certainly enough to be discouraging.
Damn it. If we try and search all these, the sun's gonna go down before we've done half of them.
I think the sun already set.
Good call,
I
June.
have a
is after
feeling this
midnight.
ship is the only thing that's going to be going down anytime soon.
Wow, everybody's a comedian
That's
today.
even worse.
Well, we can come back to this
June's
hallway
like-
later.
Challenge accepted.
I just imagine the Deja Vu soundtrack. He's just running, trying all the doors.
Let's check
June
the hallway on
chasing
the other
after him.
side, shall we?
Time to head back to the stairs.
To the right, there was a small hallway.
And now the right hallway.
Quickly, they headed into it. Ah, yes, I remember this. It was approximately the same size as the alcove in front of the stairs. The hallway led towards the stern, and at its end was a set of double doors.
There are doors here too. Well, I guess it's just 4 this time.
Only 4.
Let's open them.
All right.
But each of the
let's
4
start
doors has
with
2 doors.
This
That's
one.
8.
Junpei nodded and grabbed the one closest to him. He gave it a small tug and felt it move.
Huh. It isn't locked. I'm going to open it.
All right. Thrilled to have found an unlocked door, he threw it open. Hey, we found our way out!
We're busted in the hospital.
Yeah.
Is it control to skip text that we've already read? No, I guess, but other people are here, so it might be different.
Control. But we're not there just yet.
Tom has his mason jar. Yeah,
Oh.
there it is. There it is. There it is, Liz. There it is.
He simply stood, unable to speak. The others simply stared, open-mouthed. After a few long moments, Santa managed to speak.
Herpes.
What the hell is this?
Looks like a place to treat herpes.
This place is huge.
Like my herpes.
The massive room stretched out in front of them, more a cavern than a room. Its vastness was oppressive, and it bore down on the 4 companions. It was not empty, however. The entire room was filled in lines upon lines of beds.
Oh, there are beds everywhere.
They were simple things, little more than a pipe and thin mattress.
Is this a hospital?
He had last been able to put a name to the harsh scent that pervaded the room.
It definitely has the smell.
Could be. I see medicine cabinets and surgical tools.
Hey, look there. The 4 doors at the end.
3 of them emblazoned with large single-digit numbers made with thick red paint.
So is
The
this
left
the
door says 3.
never leave June route, or is this the 3 route we're doing?
We're doing the Never Leave June route.
Okay.
Wait,
Which is also the 3 route.
Is it?
I think.
no,
No?
it isn't.
No.
But actually, let's do the 3 route. No, Never Leave June route. Never Leave a June route. Let's do it.
Never leave it. No June left behind.
No June left behind.
No June left
okay,
behind.
because that's gonna be good.
Because we love her.
The second
Yeah.
door is blank, but the third has a 7.
7.
And the rightmost door is 8.
8.
We're never gonna leave.
There's no doubt. They're numbered doors.
Why is the
Can you
second
explain
door
your
blank?
logic behind that?
That seems kind of strange, don't you think?
No point worrying about it right now. Let's see if these will open first.
Yes, that sounds like a good plan.
Junpei headed towards the doors, weaving his way between the beds.
Yeah, apparently 3 is the never leave June route.
Haha.
Thanks, guys.
He started with the 3 on the left and moved right until he reached the 8 door.
Never gonna leave June. Never gonna.
Doop-dee-doop.
Oh, it's no
I should have
use.
thought that out more.
Well, of course. If it was that easy to open these doors, what would be the point of the Nonary game? We have to activate the red, or the numbered doors won't... Wait a minute.
What's wrong?
Look,
Ooh.
the
Oh, yeah.
display on the red. There's nothing on it.
Huh?
Don't you
Oh.
remember? The red at the central staircase? If no one was inside, it said vacant.
Oh, yeah. You're right.
You
But
right.
this one,
You smart. I appreciate
There's
you.
nothing on it.
right?
Buy yourself a
I
house.
wonder if it's broken.
Only
Buy
one
a
way to
mama
find
house.
out.
Oh yeah, Liz. June conditions big time. Absolutely.
It's not responding.
All 4 took turns placing their hands over the red, but it refused to respond. They pulled at the lever, and still it did nothing. As soon as they discovered it was only the red for door 8 that was behaving strange. Oh, before they soon discovered it wasn't only the red for door 8
Yeah.
that was behaving strangely.
How about the red on door 7? And door 3?
None of them are working.
What does it mean?
What does it mean?
I knew it. They're broken.
Hmm.
Zero sure sucks at maintenance.
Oh man.
No, that's impossible.
Sucks to be
Oh.
0.
You really think Zero, who prepared all of this, would make such a stupid, simple mistake?
Maybe,
Sure.
but
Stop
that doesn't
clicking
explain why
Lotus's
this thing
boobs.
ain't working.
Doing it on purpose. Don't think I don't see you.
It was at that moment they heard a voice from behind them.
I believe the bottom of the device has been removed.
Hey, snake.
They spun around to see Snake!
Snake!
But it was more than just Snake. You.
Ace! Clover! 7!
Boom, 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 boom.
Although they were glad to see one another, it wasn't terribly surprising that they had. If it had been the other party who'd opened the gate in front of the kitchen, it wasn't unreasonable that they'd bump into each other one eventually. The rest of Snake's team, however, did look rather surprised.
How did you end up here?
Let me educate you with
my
my
line.
map.
Perhaps we should exchange information.
I think this is where we are back on track now.
Let's see.
Bam.
A moment of silence and surprise. Everyone suddenly began to talk.
Yeah, this is where, and then skip this one, and then
They talked about the rooms they'd been through and how they'd ended up in the same place.
I think
of
after
course, none of it was very useful information, but that hardly mattered. They were happy to simply see one another again. Although the level of cheer varied greatly from person to person, each one of them was wearing some manner of smile. Almost as though they'd already forgotten about the death of the ninth man.
who? I think
No.
I'm pretty sure I made that same joke.
No, thought Junpei, perhaps that wasn't it. Perhaps thoughts of his death were what drove them to
Holding
smile
skip
at one
or
another.
control? No.
It's double tap.
Double tap.
But they were alive and something to be happy about.
Joy being alive, still alive. Yeah, he felt sorry for the ninth man, but nothing more than anything. Junpei was just.
Oh,
happy to be
here's
alive.
Otto.
Oh, there we go.
Otto's just.
There you have
Speedy.
it. Our half of the story.
His part finished, and Ace fell silent. For a moment, Junpei was silent in thought, and then he spoke.
Okay,
Can we
let me see if I got
check
all
the
this
control
straight.
on that?
When you guys got here, the bases for the Reds were already gone.
No, this is all new. Like, this is a little bit different.
Can't you
It's
just click
shifted.
the thing in the bottom right corner?
I did. Like, that's control. Auto.
And you looked all over this room, but you couldn't find anything.
Yeah.
So you figured that there might be something in the hallway with all the doors.
So you went and had a look?
Yeah.
And while you were looking around, you heard voices.
Uh-huh. So you followed the voices and came back here.
Look at Clover,
Indeed.
all alive and shit.
And that was how we
It's
found
so
you.
nice.
Why don't we check those 3 reds again, just in case?
You're right.
Yeah, great idea.
Huh. There's a long, thin gap on the bottom. I think it's a slot for something. Probably electronic.
Well, this isn't good. If the red is inactive, we can't keep going.
Well, what about that hallway over there? Isn't there anywhere else we can go?
No, there isn't. There are plenty more hospital rooms, but nothing else.
Thank you, Zero. About those red, could you just give me a minute, Lotus? Easy open and prepare everything. Jeez.
Jeez.
Right, Santa?
Give me a
Jeez, lay off.
break here.
How many killing games have you guys
Organized.
organized?
Right.
Was that first 0?
Zero without an X, yeah.
Yeah, this is 1 of 0.
1 of 0. Oh, clever. Hey, J-Ray, what's going on?
Yes. There are a number of individual rooms in addition to this large one.
There was a door at the end of the hallway, but it was locked.
There was an astrological symbol engraved near the keyhole, however. I was able to get a good feel of it. I believe it was the symbol of Jupiter.
To get more stupider.
When you almost forget that you're
Goddamn things are
blind.
everywhere.
I guess.
I wonder what they all mean.
For a moment, everyone was silent, deep in thought.
While we're asking what things mean, what's the deal with this room? I mean, I thought this was a cruise ship, but I can't imagine a cruise ship would have a hospital like
Yeah,
this.
this is all new, because remember, we had the talk of all people, it was 7 who answered with the calm confidence. Let's
Yeah,
see.
no, and 7 tells us it is le thing.
It's
Well,
gigantic.
I figure it's probably a hospital,
Ship.
Chances are it's the gigantic.
It's
The
gigantic.
gigantic?
Junpei looked confused. So did everyone else.
What is this gigantic?
7 knit his brows for a moment and
The
began to
gigantic.
explain.
How does one knit their brows?
It's
She
like,
was a sister ship to the Titanic, built in the early 20th century. Actually, the Titanic had 2 sister ships, and
Hey,
they
Luigi,
looked
what up?
exactly the same. The Gigantic was said to be one of them. They intended to make her a passenger liner like the Titanic, but World War I began soon after the ship launched. The British Navy took her over and made her a hospital ship. At some point during the war, the Gigantic was damaged by a German mine in the Aegean Sea.
vu, right?
She ran aground afterwards, so she didn't end up sunk. What happened to her after that? One theory going around is that a man named Lord Gourdane bought her. Seemed like
Lord
he'd been one of the
Gourdane.
few to survive the Titanic sinking. That trauma turned him into some kind of obsessive collector of all things related to the Titanic. Soon enough, the guy wanted the Titanic itself, which was impossible, of course. It's stuck at the bottom of the Atlantic Ocean.
The Atlantic
But
Ocean
the
is very deep.
Gigantic wasn't.
Yeah.
And seeing as she was identical,
I like. How
So you're
freaking would
saying
be?
this Lord Gourdane bought this ship?
Like, how freaky would it be to find the ship? Because like the ocean's really dark at that level, right? So you got your little submarine thing, and you're just going around. All of a sudden, there's just this like, I didn't even click or nothing. They're just like a weird ghost ship, like dead at the bottom of the sea. I just remember I snorkeled once, and they had like a sunken ship, and I was like talking, and then I looked down. And then there's a ship right there, and it really gave me like the willies.
Well, they've definitely explored the Titanic.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh yeah.
So I mean, it looks spooky for sure.
spooky.
Yeah,
I mean, like
well,
dark
especially
ship.
it's all rusty and stuff. Yeah,
Oh, yeah.
I don't know. I guess actually the Titanic movie had some footage of that. But
yeah, definitely.
yeah.
when James Cameron went down there.
I think
Yeah.
Discovery also did a bit on it as well, and it was pretty spooky.
Oh, is that a comparison inside between the Titanic and now modern day cruise ships?
Spoilers, but yeah.
Weak AF.
All right. Okay.
yeah,
I've
at least I
content.
think I am.
That's impossible.
I
No
know.
way we're in some boat that's almost 100 years old.
You
Pipe
can't get to the
down,
flow
just
from
pay
here, can you?
No. Like.
What, that's it? Well, have you got any proof?
Oh yeah, we're at the tail end of this
Yeah.
scene, so we'll be able to skip once we get to that second part there.
Oh, that makes a lot of sense.
Yeah.
Proof that this
Well.
ship is really the Gigantic.
Well,
Hey, Angel.
this
got your
ship's
email,
got
thank you.
stuff that's like the Titanic and a hospital ship.
Apparently, these just
So,
end
I just
very
figured-
similarly. Apparently, these end very similarly.
Oh, for goodness. Don't tell me that's your only reason.
No, I've got more.
Like?
Well,
Such
I mean-
as.
Seven looked around desperately, doing anything to avoid meeting Lotus's piercing stare. He scratched his head for a moment, then gave up. Finally, he opened his mouth.
I don't know.
Like, but that's really solid evidence. We're on a ship-looking thing. Water came into it. This ship is,
what if it's
styled
all
that
fake?
way.
Yeah, no.
And they're like, "Oh, this is stupid." It's like that's a reasonable like thought.
Yeah, well, you tell her that, Tom. See how long you
Lotus.
last.
Said, oh, I guess so. Sighed and shook her head.
Guess your memory isn't back yet, is it?
Yeah, sorry about that.
I want to learn more about Seven.
Hey, whoa, wait a minute. Memory isn't back?
Ah, and here's the.
All
here's the difference,
right. Junpei was, he felt, legitimately shocked by what he seemed to be new and very important information. Everyone else, however, seemed unimpressed. In fact, they all looked at Junpei as though he had said something very strange.
yeah. Even June's in on it.
Yeah?
Your point being?
He decided to revise his attitude for the next question.
Was I the only one
Hey,
that
Double P,
didn't
thank you.
know?
I'm consenting
Oh.
this whole never leaving June route. I'm hoping for more extensive dialogue about how the water makes you wet.
Mm-hmm.
Only when you go down the shaft.
Yeah, only. But, sometimes it is dry. There's proper insulation between, right?
Sometimes, yeah.
Yeah. The wetness just surrounds the shaft.
Yeah.
It doesn't get
oh,
inside.
Oh god, there
Yeah.
it is.
There it is. Everyone nodded.
Why?
Man, look at that low-hanging fruit. Just I'm so hungry, right?
Hey, if the game can do it, so can we.
Yeah. Oh man.
Oh,
Hey, Geese's
yeah,
guy.
I guess I didn't tell you, huh? I told the rest of them before we ran into you on the stairs. I told them I couldn't remember a damn thing from before I woke up.
What?
Then, almost as if to save Junpei from further embarrassment,
I think we can poll, is root pronounced root or route? I say root.
I know.
It depends on the context.
Well, it's like digital route, and then route is the American say. It's like a router.
Well, no,
we don't say a router.
No, digital route is spelled ROOT.
Yeah, oh, sorry. I mean, like we have a wireless
but
router.
Like, which route are you going to take? And then there's a router.
Yeah.
I don't say route.
Yeah, what route are you going to take to get there?
Yeah.
People say that all the time.
I wouldn't say route though.
I know.
But router's a different word.
I'd say route in that situation.
No,
I wouldn't call it router.
I know, but it's just the difference between Canadian and American dialect.
Absolutely.
Yeah. Some people just say, "Oh yeah, what route are you going to take?"
Yeah.
Other people say, "What route are you going to take?"
Yeah.
And then really, like, what does a router do except for route stuff, right? Which is then kind of, are we just wrong?
Do they call it routers in America?
No, everything's route in America.
It sounds like a nerdy Hooters.
Yeah, routers.
Oh my god. Can that be a thing, please?
Oh, man.
My god. Let's write this down.
Write this down, yeah.
Yeah.
Well, let's open a bar. Call it routers.
That's pretty good.
Anyways. Yeah, let's try to skip ahead.
Yeah. As soon as I can, I will.
No, I mean like just click through.
It sounds like the clock in the main stairway.
You can't just click instead of auto.
10,
I can.
Yeah, just
11,
click
12.
until we notice something new.
It's midnight.
Then we've still got 6 hours left, right?
We don't have any time to screw around. Let's get going. We gotta find the missing parts for the Reds.
What do you mean find? How on earth do you...
Yeah, this is all
Looked
same
everywhere
piece.
in this room.
Click.
That only leaves one place.
One?
Well...
Not really, right?
It leaves one place, and by one I mean everywhere but
Don't
one.
tell me you mean we need to search
All the
Don't
rooms.
freak out. We've already searched
four
Four
rooms?
of them.
We just have to split up the rest between the 8 of us. If each of us can do 6 rooms apiece.
There are 48 other rooms.
Her early experiences, not encouraged to draw 7.
All right, so everyone knows which area they're searching?
Yeah.
Maybe we can actually switch. Is this?
Yes.
We'll all meet up when the clock goes off again. How about in that room with all the beds?
Yeah, bet you would.
Sounds straightforward enough.
I'll shout if I find any of the components.
I hope we can find them within the time limit.
If we can't, then we'll just have to come up with another plan.
Right. Then let's do this.
This isn't so bad. Okay, I think this is the end of it now.
Yeah. All right. A hot dog is technically a sandwich.
It's 1.
Change my mind.
I better get back to the others.
Press down.
There it is. Now
press
we're good.
Down. Or I guess, yeah.
No, it's good.
We could just flow and jump to the place we want to be.
Because it's all going to go down the same. So you can jump to this the slow.
Okay.
Oh, skip until new message?
Yeah. Let's skip till new message. Just to see if there's something different that comes up. Yeah.
Dun 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 dun. Woo! Clover raised her hand. I guess
That's not
a nice
true. That's
refresher, too.
impossible.
Oh, yeah. Oh, and then we have to go all... Oh, yeah, through all this.
Fuck.
Oh, that's good.
This is all stuff that we've done before.
Yeah, because... So, there's all stuff we've done before, so now we can walk away without saying anything. Eventually there's going to be a... We're done.
I doubt we'd learn anything from him anyway.
Jumpy?
No, nothing.
Where do they go next? Finish
So,
searching.
No. Oh,
Well, we could check the new
because the
ones.
casino and the hallway are both lit up.
Yeah.
Because we haven't done them before.
What? We went through all of these last time.
But we did
not
them in a
this
different order,
though.
yeah.
Oh.
So we can start in the casino and just see what happens.
Let's go take a look around the casino.
Okay.
And control doesn't do anything?
Oh. No.
Quicken their pace
Because
and hit
this
for
is
B-deck.
new.
Let's see. Before they knew it, they were there. So was Lotus. She was leaning against the wall, examining her nails.
Hey, what do you think you're doing?
She glanced up at him, unimpressed.
crazy.
Isn't it obvious? I'm looking for Snake.
I'm just not seeing it.
Really? Maybe you need to look harder.
I don't think that's the problem.
Oh, by the way, I've got a proposal for you two. Care to hear it?
Yeah, like,
Right.
this is all...
We did listen to
yeah,
what she had to say.
listen, so...
It was just refusing to
leave.
No, that's all right.
Oh, I think it's just things that... Oh, okay. I know exactly what happened, okay? So there's the two choices whenever you get to people, and it's like listen to them or don't.
Yeah.
And the fact that we only listened to her, we didn't not, is why it's lit up.
Probably, yeah.
Well, because we went in and saw Santa, said, no, we'll come back, and then went back to him and talked to him, and that was the only one that was grayed out.
Yeah.
So
Let's
that's what's
go,
up.
June.
Hugged arm and led her quickly back towards the stairs. All right.
Was that okay? You don't think we should have listened to her?
No, I've got a pretty good idea what her proposal would have been.
You know what they say,
Looking for
Junpei.
Snake.
You assume.
Well, where should we go next?
Oh, do Ace's scene. Okay, so Oh yeah, let's
go back downstairs and check out that hallway with all the doors.
I think this is where Ace was.
Because they ran down the stairs.
Oh, it's Ace.
It is.
Ahead of them, farther down the hallway, they spotted Ace.
Hey, Snake! Where are you? Answer me if you're there.
Wouldn't you like to know, man? That is A-class acting.
No. Run to Ace. Let Ace handle it.
Oh, did we do Ace's scene already?
We've already done Ace's scene, so maybe let's just see what it's like now.
Yeah, I guess so.
Let's go.
Let's see. Jogged up to Ace. Hearing their footsteps, he turned to greet them.
Ah, hello there. Snake is... Well, that's obvious, isn't it? I assume you haven't found him yet?
Yeah, it doesn't seem like you're having any luck either.
Is it
I
obvious?
really wonder where he could have gone.
Well, wherever he's disappeared to, we must find him as quickly as we can. For Clover's sake.
You
Yeah.
jerk.
Right.
June's face looked kind of
By
enraptured.
the way, do you think Clover and Snake are really siblings?
Why would you say that?
Oh no.
you say that?
Have I made a terrible
Actually, let's go with
mistake?
this one.
Why? Well, it's obvious, isn't it? They
Uh,
don't look alike at all.
Yes. You know, now that you mention it, they don't.
Prosopagnagia.
Still,
Subtle.
there are a great many siblings who do not look like one another.
Who do not look like one
It
another.
certainly isn't rare.
Smooth.
At any rate, we really must find Snake as soon as possible. The clock is ticking. We really can't afford to waste any time. Very well. Let's get back to the search, shall we? You can leave this area to me.
Now that you
All right.
mention it.
Let's go, Jumpy.
Man, they should have named Snake, or Ace Snake. The slippery is.
I'll think on it later.
Ah!
Like Ace said, finding Snake is our top priority. All right, where should we go next?
All right. Do we want to do these things? I'm just going to go back.
Well, what's at the casino now, though? 'Cause
Let's go take a look around
If
the
your
casino.
theory's right, then we've exhausted
Okay.
all of our options with Lotus.
There's
No
no
here.
one here. Let's try somewhere else.
Okay, well that was it. Literally that line of
Hey,
text there.
why don't we go back to the big hospital room?
Sure. Let's.
All right.
I don't think anyone is here. What next?
All right. So I'm just going to finish searching.
Okay, yeah.
Snake hasn't been anywhere we've searched.
Skip Bushimas?
No, Jared.
it
Ace's voice acting isn't bad. He's just lying,
Yeah.
and his voice actor is talking as if he's lying. It's good.
Leading 3 people with 2 teams of 4. and
She's right.
We should have saved.
Oh,
Probably.
that's fine.
Are you skipping?
It's all skipping.
Okay.
So it's all scenes that we've seen.
It's okay. We have the flow
Oh no,
chart
that
anyway.
was
Okay.
that was.
Yeah, we got the flow chart
Do the
now.
novel scene though.
This is all skippable. This is all stuff we've seen.
Yeah.
Prosopagnosia.
Oh, let's see. Where do we end up? Oh yes. Oh, Ace just put himself to sleep.
You
What
bitch.
a dickhole.
Look at June being a precious good person and
Oh,
helping
man.
that bastard.
I know. And with him, okay. So
Which door do you want?
wait, we went through 3.
No, you said 3, and then they call you an idiot.
Right.
We can be like, no, I want 3.
I want 3.
My name's
want meow.
I want 3.
Just stick to 3.
Yeah. Stick to 3. Oh yeah, because we're going to go through
Yeah.
3.
I want to go through door number 3.
Well, what do we? Okay.
Yeah, dumb. That's not an
No?
option.
Dame.
Wait, because 11, 1. I don't. How are we gonna do that?
Huh? Why?
Oh.
Because it's impossible. If we split ourselves into 3 and 3, then we give up on going through door 3.
Why?
The bracelet numbers for the 6 of us
Oh,
are 3,
3
4,
hype.
You can
5,
skip this.
6.
Yeah.
There are 2 combinations that can go through door 3.
All right.
Take the risk and choose 3.
How's he gonna add up? Okay.
Well, we're gonna find out. This is new.
Brand new, folks.
Uncharted.
Let's some confidence saving in slot 16. All right.
Was this game made by Naughty Dog? Because we're going into uncharted territory.
Oh, Uncharted.
Never played those games. Well, I played the first one a little bit, but
Sorry,
it wasn't
Santa.
for me.
But I still want to go through
Novel
door 3.
mode?
What? That's
Novel
nuts! You've
mode.
got to be crazy!
What?
Novel mode.
Right.
Why the hell are you so obsessed with that door?
I'm just...
Junpei paused. He swallowed the words he'd been about to say.
I'm just curious about door 3. That's all.
That
gotta go through
doesn't
the 3.
explain shit.
Ooh.
I've got a reason.
Yeah.
I'd be happy to explain it to you if you'll just come with me.
Come with me, and
that-
you'll see.
he began.
3
I have a
my
reason for being
imaginary
here.
Reasons.
I'd be happy to explain it to you if you just have a seat over here.
5, 6, 7, 8.
It'll explain it. Don't worry.
The curiosity likely getting the better of them, the others followed. A few of them looked a little suspicious, but Junpei told himself that it wouldn't matter. He kept walking and kept silent. Eventually, they arrived at the door number 3. Junpei stopped.
I'm curious about the red. 7, would you mind authenticating for me?
Why?
Please, just do it.
You shifty little bitch. He stared at Junpei for a moment, then grunted and laid his palm heavily on the scanner.
Happy?
Yeah, thanks. The number 7 has been entered into the red. Next is June. Please touch the red just like 7 did.
Jumpy, what are you trying to figure out?
Yep. I think
Junpei thought about his answer for a moment.
I might have found another way out.
Oh!
What?
Really?
That got them excited, just as Junpei had intended.
No, please, June.
Oh, okay.
I love this. Oh man, with those 2 numbers, Junpei had what he wanted. He casually placed his own hand on the scanner. A third asterisk blinked on.
All right. The only people who haven't authenticated now are Santa, Clover, and Lotus.
So, what's your point?
You don't get it. Think about it.
Huh?
What's the sum of your number and Clover's?
12.
And what's the digital root of that?
3.
Which is Santa's number. By the way, Lotus, what's the number that's currently in the red?
7 plus 6 plus 5 equals 18. It would be 9, right?
Yes, and what will the digital root be if you add 3 to that?
3. The door's number.
There you go.
Hey, wait a minute. What the hell are you up to?
I'm not up to anything. I'm just waiting.
Waiting for what?
I'm waiting for the balance to shift. Santa, or Lotus and Clover.
Shifty bitch, am I right?
Once one of you moves, the others won't have a choice.
Did we just sewer Santa?
Santa baby.
But I mean, in the defense, he could just authenticate and then not go in, because everyone needs to go,
Yeah.
right?
So I'm waiting.
Junpei laid his hand almost casually on the lever.
You son of a bitch! You tricked us! Then all that stuff you were going on about is all bullshit!
Bullshit, huh? I don't think so. Didn't I tell you I'd figured out another way to get out of here? This is it.
Why the hell would you do something like this?
Junpei glanced at June.
Jumpy.
You did this just so you could go through the same door as June.
You know it, baby.
That's it?
Oh yeah.
Santa was furious. His face was red and flecks of spit flew from his lips as he spoke. Junpei closed his eyes calmly and then opened them again.
So, who's it going to be? Santa?
Clover.
Lotus
It's gonna be Clover. It's gonna be Clover.
Oh no, Santa! Shit! God damn it!
No, Clover's going for it.
Oh!
Let's go, Clover.
Yeah! Santa's getting sued!
Oh my! Look at Jesus! They got their own motion blurs. She grabbed Clover by the sleeve and ran for Junpei and the door.
Because they're moving faster.
Caught by surprise, Santa froze for a moment and then shot forward like a bullet from a gun.
Bang.
Lotus had a head start, but Santa had the advantage in size and speed. Almost immediately, he passed Lotus and Clover.
No, wait!
Santa did not hesitate. He slammed his hand down on the red.
This is insane! This isn't right!
He glared at Junpei, his chest heaving.
Yeah, well, you may be right.
Junpei's voice was cold, but not without effort.
But
He turned to the red and pulled the lever.
Was it Santa? I mean, it looked like, I guess it had to have been Santa.
With the sound of metal on metal, the door opened. It would only remain open for 9 seconds, so there was no time to think.
This is the scary part where... Oh, God.
Junpei and his 3 reluctant companions jumped into the door's gaping mouth, one after another.
Like, what if Santa just didn't go? This plan is so risky.
I know.
This is such a risky plan.
It's all for June, man.
Yeah.
Like, yeah, explode June.
Is this a bad end right away, you know? No sooner did they enter than an all too familiar noise sounded from their left wrist. The detonators had activated. Junpei looked back only once and saw Lotus and Clover on the other side of the closing door.
No.
They stood still, stopped where they had been when Santa reached the red. The defeat and desperation on their faces tore up at Junpei's heart. Then the door closed and they were gone.
Like...
You son of a bitch, Junpei! This isn't fair!
Santa rounded on Junpei, lightning crackling in his eyes and his knuckles
Do you
white.
realize what you just did? You leave them out there, and they can't...
Shut it! That's enough!
It hadn't been Junpei that spoke, but Seven.
We gotta find the dead or none of this is gonna matter!
The clock was ticking. The dead was their only chance at survival. Unless they could find it and deactivate their detonators, the 4 of them would be...
We got less than a minute left! No time for screwing around! Get moving!
Oh, hey,
Oh, no, it's for Junpei. That's you.
Oh,
Get on the ground.
Oh, man, that's great. I was really worried that Junpei's arrested for
arrested for Nonary game crimes.
They scattered and began to scour the room.
Now we got 2 of 0.
Yeah. The deactivation device was nowhere to be found.
Where the hell is it?
Corridor stretched out in 3 directions, but every one was blocked off by a wall of metal. There was only one way out. One other door.
Over there! It's gotta be behind the door!
Seven ran for the door, a rusty iron thing. His large hands grabbed hold of the handle and pulled.
Damn, it's pitch dark inside.
Can't see a thing!
Junpei stuck his head through the door and looked around the room.
No, wait.
Almost immediately, he spotted the blinking red light on the right wall.
I found it. The dead's right over here.
Oh, God.
He stepped into the room.
And...
Yeah.
What? The floor's slippery.
Oh, God. The light's not on. Oh, no. He
stopped and glanced down at his
What
feet.
about the smell?
What was...
Hey! What the hell are you doing?
Oh, God.
There's something...
Get over there!
Junpei felt Seven's heavy hand against his back and stumbled across the room. The other 3 piled in behind him. They all felt immediately that something was wrong. Nothing that could be easily identified, only a sense that something terrible shared the room with them. But there was no time to say so.
Quick! Get to the dead!
They all started running. In the dark, it was hard to tell where the wall was. All they could see was the tiny red light blinking at them over and over and over.
There it is!
In quick succession, they all slammed their hands against the scanner panel. Oh, fuck!
Just a prank.
This wasn't me. Arrest the imposter.
This wasn't her. Arrest this imposter.
Huh. Shoot. Could you draw handcuffs on this one?
That's funny. That's funny.
The android.
Seven leaned against the wall, gulping air as his breathing began to return to normal. He glanced at his left wrist and grunted.
It stopped. It's...
Junpei could hear him laughing in the dark, but could barely make out the larger man's face.
I don't think I'll ever get used to doing this.
What the...
Oh, no.
Came from Santa's direction.
What the hell is this smell? This is vile. I'm gonna puke.
So desperate had they been in the race to the dead that no one had noticed the horrible smell that pervaded the room. It was a terrible, nauseating stench like a burnt, rotten meat. Adrenaline had drowned it out, but now it rolled over Junpei in waves, forcing itself into his nose in every breath he took.
You're right. This is...
He felt his stomach clench and the bile rise up in his throat.
Let's get the lights on first. There's a switch over here.
Human insides, I can't even imagine what they would smell like.
The light that spilled in from the door barely illuminated a small switch plate next to the door. Slowly, within the total of the last few minutes apparent in his gait, Seven walked towards it.
Oh, that's a good noise. That's a beautiful
That was
noise.
a beautiful noise. I can't believe we didn't bring our horses in here.
Yeah.
Okay, guys, I'm flipping it on.
There was a soft click as the lights came on. Just as the light turned on, June took in a short breath and a scream echoes through the room. Junpei's breath stopped in his throat. His heart ceased to beat. Time froze. His mind scrambled to make sense of what he saw before him.
What? Hey.
Oh, this is...
What was left of the body sat in the sea of blood. Chunks of flesh torn from the body sat in blood like tiny islands in Great Red Sea. A vast ragged hole had been torn in the torso, and what remained of his intestines spilled out like fresh spaghetti. Smaller chunks of meat had splattered against the wall and become stuck there as they dried.
He's weak. Arms are heavy.
Globules of yellowish fat left trails like tiny slugs as gravity pulled them down the wall even as they dried to it.
Awful way to
Looks like
describe
an
Mama's
explosion.
spaghetti.
Seven's voice was low and strained.
Just like the Ninth Man. The detonator in his bracelet set off the bomb in his gut.
Oh god. The bone is coming out of his left arm.
Dun dun dun
It's
dun.
definitely an open fracture.
It looked as though the explosion had been quite powerful. His legs were both bent in odd, unnatural ways, and his left arm had split open, exposing the painfully white bone of his ulna. His bracelet lay next to him. It seemed to have hit the wall hard enough to have shattered the display, which lay on the ground in pieces.
Face is the worst.
Yeah, can't even tell who it is.
Half of his head had simply collapsed.
Oh.
The blood clotting almost made it look more like raw pizza dough covered in tomato sauce.
Why are we comparing this to Italian food? Multiple
Spaghetti,
times.
lasagna, pizza.
Pizza dough and marinara sauce.
Oh, God. His clothes, too, were covered in blood. The burgundy tie and white shirt and jacket with the yellow piping and gray slacks.
But the clothes are...
They were all familiar to Junpei.
Is that Snake?
Was.
Snake's voice, or Santa's voice wavered as he spoke, his mouth dry.
Oh my god.
Finally, Junpei spoke.
Why did this happen?
Suddenly, June was screaming, her voice broken. It was an eerie scream full of insanity and not entirely human.
No!
Oh dear.
No!
Oh, June.
She shook her head violently and grabbed fistfuls of her own hair.
Oh, no,
Junpei
no,
could
no.
hear the sound of hair tearing.
Stop! Calm down.
Protect.
He grabbed her from her wrist.
Hey!
But as he did, June leapt up and ran toward the exit.
Please! Get me out of here! You have to let me out of here!
She screamed at the door, and her fist slamming against with a hollow sound, Junpei could see drops of blood on her knuckles.
Oh no.
Why are you doing these horrible things to us? What did we do to deserve this?
June.
This is unexpected.
She screamed again, a desperate, mindless cry, her fist flailed against the door.
Get me out of here! Please! Please, just let me out!
June.
Junpei couldn't watch anymore.
Ain't double P.
Oh.
Knees weak. Palms are sweaty. Intestine spaghetti. June isn't ready.
But on the surface, he looked like raw pizza dough
Oh.
with tomato sauce already.
My baby June is breaking down. I don't
Yeah.
like this.
He ran
I
to
don't like
June and
this.
wrapped his arms around her, pulling the screaming girl away from the door.
Calm down.
No! Get off of me!
Oh, it's not working.
Let me go! Let me go!
Junpei, you soothe.
Please!
It's not very
calm
effective.
down.
Hold her.
She scrambled for a moment, her legs skittering across the floor, but her resistance didn't last long. As suddenly as her outburst had begun, it was over. The manic energy disappeared and her body went limp in Junpei's arms.
Oh.
June collapsed towards the floor and Junpei knelt down with her.
Give me a Sprite.
He felt drops of something warm and wet.
I don't remember taking an
Was-
elevator.
She crying? A moment later, she began to sob.
Oh. Oh. It's a ship on a ship.
No. Her shoulders shook, and great hot tears rolled down her face like rain.
We're gonna be fine.
OTP.
It's gonna be all right, June.
OTP. OTP.
It's going to be okay, Connie.
Oh.
Her name was a whisper.
I'll be here with you, okay?
She nodded once.
Thank you. Thank you so much, Jumpy.
Her trembling voice pulled at Junpei's heart. He stroked her hair gently.
We needed to overcome this.
His face was so close to her. The scent of her hair was nostalgic.
Do you feel better?
Yes, but I'd like to stay here for a little while at least. Jumpy's body is so warm.
You know, when you say it in English like that, it sounds a little creepy.
Oh, like, yeah.
I don't know why, but like it just like
In
your
Japan,
body is so warm. It's like, oh, that's nice, but Jumpy's body is so warm. I'm right here.
Yeah. Like, are you third personing me right now?
I know. Like, it's just a little odd.
Yeah. Is it not? Is it?
It's like a little crazy.
Yeah,
It just tings a little crazy.
Yeah. In Japanese, is it?
It could be.
Yeah, well, in Japanese, like sometimes they refer to people by their first, like just by their name.
Yeah, and themselves in the third person. It seems normal. I don't really know the context for it well enough to explain it, but it happens.
It does happen.
Yeah.
Several minutes passed before June's tears had dried.
She is adorable. It's just, you know.
Junpei stood up. He bent down, put his arms under June's, and helped her to her feet.
Santa's still just seething in the corner.
They didn't
run. I want to break Jumpy's fingers. Santa's no.
Neither did Seven or Santa. A person was dead. They had died in that room in a terrible way. Junpei knew there was no way he could make himself forget that. There was no way any of them could forget it, but mourning would do no good. They spread out to search the room, but each felt as if their heart was made of lead.
We better get to it.
Nothing to it but to do it. Seek a way out.
Okay.
No muffin cake. In this route, Clover is still alive, probably. Probably.
So now...
Those toilet paper rolls, they're the key to the whole thing.
Yeah, I'm gonna be surprised. Let's see.
Is it... Oh.
All right, let's see if anything happens when I turn you...
Right round like a record, baby. Nope, nothing.
Not even a drop. Is the pipe clogged?
Next time on Click Everything.
The divider between the stalls on the other side of this wall.
No. Nope.
I don't want to talk about it. Ooh. Those letters written in blood. LLR. Do you think that might be some sort of dying message from Snake?
Really weird, though, unless he got the blood prior. Yeah, C7's gonna...
No, that's impossible. You saw the body. You aren't doing anything after something like that happens to you.
Then this? Oh, yeah. I should...
I know. That's what I was thinking.
The way the blood's dried tells you it's really old. Whoever's blood this is, it ain't Snake's.
Then you're saying this blood was put here a long time ago.
Yeah.
They often refer to people by the name because of saying, instead of saying you or your, comes off as rude or overly familiar. That makes sense. So it's more formal than to but like, what about when you say your own name, Autocron? Like if I were to say like, Clay would like to know, or Clay would like to go.
That's where we came in.
So this is the part that's really weirding me out. Okay, hold on. I guess it's not. Cute.
I guess it's not locked, but there ain't really a point. Almost out there is a numbered door. We can't go back through the numbered door, even if we wanted to.
Oh, it's childish / cutesy. Oh, thanks, Ralrun.
Do you want to be 7, Clay? Because you don't have any voices in this place.
I could be your 7.
Yeah, be my 7.
Where's the... Okay.
7, baby.
None of this makes sense. Okay, so hear me out real quick. That whole story is like, we went into a hallway, there was 3 routes we had to look, the dead wasn't anywhere to be found, right?
I think that the other doors just didn't work.
Yeah, but like we couldn't find the dead right when we walked in. And now they're saying that this is where we walked in, which is like, if this opened,
yep,
then the body's right here.
Yep, and you didn't hear that.
No, but that's where
when you walked in.
Okay, maybe that's fine.
And then we
We're trying to
turned on
get
the
up
light.
here. Okay.
And then we looked
So
back.
this is where we were. This would be going backwards. We kind of like
you
went.
have a map, you know, if you want
Huh?
to check out the map.
Do we have a map? Do we even go to our map? No, this is the map.
Oh.
It's fine. It's fine. I'm gonna look at it more. It was just really weird. It was really weird. Ooh, bucket.
You can poop in it.
Hey, it's a bucket. What's on the bucket?
Search it.
Oh yes.
It's a tin bucket. Hey, Jumpy. Do you remember back in elementary school when you spilled all of our paint across the whole classroom? They made you clean it up and all they gave you was a sponge and a bucket.
Interesting, Autocron.
Like this.
Hey, come on now. Can't we just leave the past in the past? Junpei reached for the broom, and as he grabbed it, he heard a soft voice from behind him. It was June.
The rabbit hutch.
Huh?
He turned around. June still looked sadly pale, but there was a smile on her face.
You just reminded me of it. The rabbit hutch, I mean.
How did I remind you of something like that?
Jumpy and the broom. You're always playing around with the broom in front of the rabbit hutch.
Jumpy and the broom.
I was.
June
Whoa.
wishes she was the broom.
That's kind of funny. Clover, watch stream for exactly
11037 hours. It's a lot of hours. Oh, wait.
Is that a command? Anyways.
Don't you
Yeah, I
remember?
think it is.
Junpei stared at the broom in his hand.
You mean you don't remember that summer either?
Junpei, how could you forget? She looked very sad. Oh, God.
He shook his head.
Of course I remember. How could I forget something like that?
It's gonna be like forgetting what a Funyaripa is.
It was terrible.
They were in the 6th grade.
See, we get the best scenes when June's around.
Yeah. Junpei and June had been assigned to take care of the classroom pets, the rabbits. Their chief duty was to clean up the hutches every morning.
Rabbits poop a lot.
Yeah. On the final day of school, before summer vacation began, Junpei overslept. He rushed to the school and found June standing in front of the rabbit hutches.
Oh!
No sooner had Junpei arrived than June began to cry. He had no idea why until he looked behind her into the rabbit hutch.
Oh!
The first thing he saw was blood. The hatch was filled with the dead body of the rabbits. Even after their teachers and friends had came to see what the commotion was, June couldn't stop crying.
I just kept crying and crying until you came over. You held my hand, and you looked very serious, and you said, "Don't cry. I'm going to catch the person who did this." After you told me that, I finally stopped crying.
Well, the real fun started after you quit crying. You told me we were going to catch the killer together.
It's kind of cute.
June
In
smiled.
a really kind of grim way.
Yeah. And a little of the flush of life returned to her cheeks.
Then we decided that we'd ambush them.
Yeah, I remember.
Is this what that prequel game is all about?
Yeah. The school also kept roosters and guinea pigs. Junpei and June had decided the murderer would likely return to finish off the rest of the animals.
Oh, man.
They would ambush the killer at night. Junpei and June hid behind the hutch at dusk and waited. It was a warm summer night, and the quiet sound of crickets whispered through the air.
June is so cute.
As the sun went down, the stars began to wink at them from the sky.
Aww.
And June's, Akane's, Kurashiki's face.
Kurashiki.
That night was something Junpei knew he would never forget as long as he lived.
But the murderer never showed up. We waited for them all summer vacation, and they never showed up.
Aww, they spent the whole summer together
Yeah.
staking out. Damn, that's really going to mess with your sleep schedule.
Yeah. Well, when you
What?
murder an entire hutch full of rabbits just to spend time with Bae and they don't even notice or make a move. Unappreciated.
Yeah, but the animals didn't get attacked either. I think all that work amounted to something, you know?
Yeah.
He'd felt the same way, but it was good to hear her say it.
Although, you know, if you think about it, we were probably taking on a lot more than we could handle.
Oh my god.
What do you mean?
What if it was like an adult?
She looked up at him
Scary.
confused.
Come on, we were just kids. If whoever killed the rabbits had actually showed up, they probably would have had a knife or something. I mean, you must have been pretty worried, right?
I wasn't worried because you were there with me.
Oh
my gosh.
Let the damn Funya into the rabbit hutch.
She blushed furiously.
Furiously.
You know,
Blushing
no one else
furiously.
wanted to take care of the animals.
Oh.
Clearly embarrassed, she tried desperately to change the
I was the
subject.
only one who asked to do it at first.
I'm gonna steal that.
Yeah, well,
Blushes
boys don't really
furiously.
want to bother with taking care of animals, you know.
Well, yeah, but you asked to do it after I did, didn't you?
If it wasn't the rabbits, they were gonna make me do something else. You know how that school was.
Could you
I
update the
figured
blush
it'd be
command to
better if I
blushes
was working
furiously?
with somebody
Oh,
who
yeah.
wasn't too much of a loudmouth, right? Somebody who wasn't gonna tell on me if I felt like blowing it off.
Really? That's why you volunteered?
Ah, Junpei.
Yeah, it is.
He
Sure.
nodded quickly and much too earnestly, and then quickly looked away, away at something very
Really?
important.
Of course.
Oh, definitely. Absolutely.
That hadn't been the reason, of course. He'd asked to take care of the rabbit so that he could be near June.
Oh.
But it had been so long ago, he couldn't bring himself to tell her how he'd felt back then. It would be embarrassing. She just opened her heart to
I
you.
know. We're dense protag though. We can't do it.
He took a quick, deep breath to clear his head, tossed the broom up, and then snatched it out of the air.
Well, we don't really have time to be walking down memory lane like this, you know? We've got to figure out a way out of this room. Otherwise...
Tell her you love her!
I'm gonna look over there.
Away from you. June nodded curtly and then turned and
I
walked
should get
away.
back to it myself.
Joni.
Really cute.
That's right. The pool of blood.
Well, thank God we got a broom and a bucket. Start scooping her up.
Snake's body. Chunks of flesh and organs still lay on the floor.
Going on and on about old times right next to a corpse? What were we doing?
Just like the old days.
Maybe it was because we're in this mess.
Despite such a situation, or perhaps because of it, the mind turned to the farthest thing from death that they could find. Still,
Death
Junpei
itself.
couldn't help but feel a twinge of guilt at wanting so desperately to live when Snake lay dead before
I
him.
have to survive, no matter the cost. I need to make sure she gets out too.
As he stared at the clumps of blackened flesh, all Junpei could think of was how much he wanted to live.
Wow, all that from a broom.
Huh? What are you doing with that broom? You know, you look at it real close. See these lines cutting it. It kind of spiral up the shaft.
What does that mean, though?
Broom. There's lines cut up in a spiral at the shaft.
Oh, interesting.
Okay. A thick pipe that stretches across the floor.
Stall number 2!
Dividing wall that separates the toilets. Actually, let's get this first.
Ooh, box. Oh.
Oh, Surge. It's a toilet paper with some kind of red symbol on it. You think maybe it's a Skydle cipher?
That's clay.
Oh, Skydle cipher? What the hell is that?
You wrap the piece of paper around a stick and then write several sentences on it so that the whole paper is lined up. Then you unwrap the paper and you can't tell what the original message was, right? That's how it works, more or less, just like my daddy told me. Then to decipher it, you gotta have a stick that's the same diameter as the original one.
Same diameter as the original one, huh?
Yeah. And you just wrap the paper around that stick and you can read the code.
Let's do it. Combined. Wrap the toilet paper around the broom. Ooh! Broom wrapped in toilet paper. We in it. So you wrap the toilet paper around the broom, huh? Looks like the symbols lined up perfectly. It says 364 plus. So 13. Cool, we finding stuff, people. A wooden box. There's something in here.
Luminol.
Luminol? We know what that
Luminol?
does.
Yeah.
Spray it on everything and then turn the lights off.
Man, what the hell is this thing? Some got a spray bottle? Something written on it. Lumen. Can't read anything else. Labels faded and torn off.
Let me see that.
You just grabbed it from him. That wasn't very nice.
Oh, this is luminol. You know, forensics guys use it at crime scenes.
Oh yeah, that stuff that glows blue when you spray it on blood. Even though blood's been wiped off, it'll still glow. Luminol, used to detect blood.
You know where to spray it. Oh, okay. Well, yeah, that's a place, I guess.
Thick pipe stretches to the floor.
You don't think maybe this is. Oh.
What do you think this is?
Looks like tar. Kind of sticky. I don't think we can just wipe it off. I doubt pouring some water on it's gonna help that much either.
What about hot water?
Hot water?
If we had some really hot water, like boiling hot, then maybe it would wash it off.
Something. There's something that looks like tar on the inside of the toilet bowl. Hot water might be able to wash it off.
Huh.
It's a water tank, so for the toilet.
I've seen a lot of OC guys trying to hide a piece of something like this. Oh, piece in something like this. Usually for a 187 or something. I guess they think it's clever. I don't know if they figure out this. I don't know they'll figure out everybody else thinks it's clever too.
So I guess he's a cop then.
Huh? I mean, I know peace, but what's OC?
Organized crime.
What is that? Some kind of police slang?
Huh? Probably, yeah, because 187 is a code, like police code. Maybe for homicide? I'm not sure.
What'd I say? Why does he look all sad now? It's not really important now, guys.
Sorry,
Let's just check it out, all right? Well, he's not wasting any time.
Oh.
Yeah, baby! Screwdriver! Yeah, nice. With a very reasonable polygon count.
I don't know, it looks a bit too much to me.
It's a screwdriver.
We can unscrew things with this.
Nice.
Was there something we needed to unscrew anywhere? I'm certain there's something we need to screw
The
around
screwdriver. I can think of one thing that needs a good screw.
Ew.
Missed opportunities.
I know. The toilet tank, there's nothing in it. Which means we can't flush it. Kind of hard to flush a toilet without water.
All right. So go back. Wait. Oh, okay.
What?
I was thinking you can go back and spray the luminol on the blood on the wall to complete the image.
Wait. You don't really think we're supposed to use the luminol here, do you?
Yeah, it does seem kind of weird to use it here.
Does it though?
I should try and... but maybe I should try it in case.
Thank you. Yeah. Spray.
Okay, I sprayed luminol on the wall. What's next? Ah, yes. L.
Ayo.
Left, right, left.
Left. Just like a Mario Party mini game.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right.
It's just like you thought, Junpei. There's some more letters showing up after the LLR. See?
It says LLR, LRL.
I would have been really happy if it just said LOL.
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 I'm not sure if I can... Oh, thick pipe.
Thick pipe. Thick pipe.
Check the toilet paper. Oh.
Thick pipe. Thick pipe.
Oh.
Thick pipe.
There's nothing in the toilet.
If there was, that'd be gross.
That would be.
Might be something in the tank, you know? Let's open that shit up. Oh, yeah.
Oh, red key card! Tank where the red key card was. Nothing here now. What if we can, There is water, though, which is neat.
Is it boiling, though?
Oh, some pipes. They're connected to the tank on the water.
What's in door number 4? Oh.
I already checked all 3 toilets, you know. Nothing unusual there.
It's not unusual to check every stall in the shower. Actually, wait a second. What's kind of odd shower? I just realized there are toilets and showering. So I mean, people could be showering while you're taking a dump, and you can totally see them.
And just chit chat about it.
Just chit chat about it. That's really weird. I just realized. I don't know. I don't think I'd want those things in the same room.
Oh.
Huh. Looks like there's something down here on that grate. I think it's a card. Yeah, it's a blue card. Can't reach it though. It's too deep.
Oh, maybe if I had a screwdriver.
Junpei, isn't that card kind of like that red card?
Yeah, it looks similar. Talking to the one we found in the toilet, right?
Yeah. The red card floated, didn't it?
Ah, that's what they did. It did. So the blue one probably floats.
Well, then the blue one's probably floats too, right?
Yeah. Float, yeah, it might. As we need to get some water in the bucket.
Water in the bucket. Was it that one, or I think it was the third one that had the water? The second one had the tar. Yeah. Tank where the red card was. Nothing here now. Oh, no. Try the bowl. Maybe you can flush into it.
Yeah. Nothing unusual about this toilet, thank God.
Probably one of the shower heads then.
Some pipes. They're connected to the...
Shower heads. There was no water in there at all.
Just this. Some pipes. The tank on the... Alright, shower heads it is. Oh, didn't even see this. Unscrewing things.
Left, right, left. Oh, sorry. Left, right?
No, left, right. Left.
Oh, no.
Right, left. Oh. It did say... well, I did what it said on the wall. I wonder if it actually did anything.
But what about... Yeah.
Piece of paper that tied to this pipe with a wire. Notice, drainage valve operation. Please do not flush the water in these pipes. Doing so may cause the drain to overflow.
Oh, flushy.
Hey, this drain is acting up. How did you do? I messed with the valves a little. Nothing big.
Yeah, I could probably fit the bucket in the toilet bowl, DFM. We haven't established how big the toilet is.
The card is
or the bucket is.
Looks like the water flowed in the cart up to the drain. Nice. Give it. There must be water flowing to the pipe right now.
Get the next screwdriver. Oh, no, never mind. We got it.
Oh.
You got it.
I wonder if that's a... well, hold on. I want to see real quick. No, still an empty bucket. Okay. Nice.
But, I mean, I guess our plan was really flawed, though, because it's a drain. So if we put water in it, then it would have just drained, ideally, probably.
Yeah. I just thought, like... Oh, it's on a grate. I see.
Yeah.
There's water pouring out of the drain. Nothing else interesting here. I thought we could maybe get some water there. Okay. So, what do we think about... I wonder if this, maybe I can use the shower to fill the bucket with hot water. Hey, Seven. Can you turn the shower on? I'm gonna put the bucket under the head.
Ah, okay. Sure thing.
Oh, babe, we're flying through this. Hey, David Marchand. Alright, which song is the OST? Okay.
Bucket filled with hot water.
Before it cools off, let's do it. This one. Oh, if I flush the hot water from the bucket, should clean it up. Why don't I just pour it right on it?
Because it's just not cool.
Okay. All right, so if I pour the hot water into the tank and just... Let's see.
Now flush it. Looks like you filled it. Now you should be able to flush it, right? There's probably a handle on the tank that you can pull.
Think so?
Oh, serious? Yeah, I'm pretty sure. I'm big.
All right, let's flush the hot water. Oh, there it goes. Just like a toilet should work.
Wait, I had to pee first.
Oh, 185 equals.
Oh, so we got the broom with the 634.
Yeah.
Stuff's washed off. Looks like writing was numbers. See it?
185 equals. What is this?
That's 14.
You got me. Just looks like numbers.
Oh. Okay, so we kind of exhausted those. Let's go over to this thing. Oh, you know what? Let's
Do we get text here at all? Oh,
Okay.
The red light's on, Jumpy.
nice. Well, the blue one. Oh. Huh.
Great job, Jumpy. Both the lights are on now. Now you just need to put in the passcode.
Okay, wait, go to the items really quickly.
Yeah.
What was 185 equals, right? 634 plus 185 equals
What
is
was
probably
185?
Oh, yeah. 634 plus 185. Can we? Oh, if only I had a calculator available to me.
I think
It's
I go back.
819.
819?
I believe so. You should use your calculator just to be sure, though.
Oh, lights are on. Should we try to enter the password now? Look at the E and C keys. E means enter, C means clear, I think. So after you put in the password, hit E. You screw it up, hit C. All right, so what? Oh, back. So what was it?
185.
Hit
643 or 634.
Guys in the chat, just so you know, in general, for plot and events in other games, we don't talk about them. But like out of context memes are totally fine. Like I totally want to break Junpei's fingers.
Yes.
It's not really a spoiler or anything like that. So yeah, but specific events, you know, or relating or paralleling events to other events in certain games, I don't really think it's great. Like anything specific. But memes, yeah, if you can avoid, like, you know, anything that references specific events. I hope that's clear.
It's a thermometer.
If you have any questions, you can always DM us, please.
Yeah, definitely.
Can you get it off?
No.
I could probably get it off.
It's screwed onto the wall. Oh, easy. We're just missing.
Hey, Junpei. You know why thermometers only go up to 107 degrees Fahrenheit?
No,
Novella.
I can't say I ever thought about that.
At 107 degrees,
Novel mode.
cells in the human body start to die,
Novel mode.
and the organs begin to shut
What?
down.
Oh.
The proteins in
me.
your cells start to harden. It's like when you hard boil an egg. Even if you cool it down afterwards, it won't go back to being a raw egg. In other words, it's dead. That's why thermometers don't go past 107. There's no point.
Interesting.
Wow. Why had Santa brought that up? Junpei wondered.
Oh, yeah?
He continued to work at the screw.
But it's pretty rare for a fever to get that high. Even viruses and stuff don't usually drive the body temperature up to 107. Of course, there are other external things that could.
Like a furnace.
Like what?
Well, let's see.
Thanks, Mega Video
Something
Man.
like getting locked in a sauna.
Oh.
Or getting thrown into an incinerator and burnt to death.
It's pretty specific.
Yes.
Epic foreshadowing.
Yeah, I guess that would get a little hotter than 107 degrees Fahrenheit.
Hey,
Junpei gave a short, barking laugh. A moment later, the screw fell off. Junpei pulled the thermometer from the wall.
All right, I got it.
He looked up and saw Santa glaring with a blank section of the wall.
Huh? What's up?
Nothing. Forget about
Oh
it.
my God, Santa, don't do this to me. Santa spun around and walked off away from Junpei.
What was that all about?
But as Junpei watched him go, he didn't look angry. He looked very sad. All right, so that's like, I mean, like 20, so 15, so that's like 22 and a half.
Yeah, these intervals
22.
are very odd.
They're very odd, yeah.
Wait, no, they're kind of 5.
Kind
20,
of.
25, 30. Yeah, they are. It's 25.
yeah,
no,
they're
it's
fi-
25. It is 5.
Yeah,
It is 5.
25. But like just before, why isn't it exactly lined up, you know?
It's sort of interesting how they localized the game into Imperial.
I know.
Just
Yeah.
because, like, this is in metric. Oh, you took the thermometer off. It says open at the bottom of the gauge. I wonder what it means.
We gotta make this room a sauna.
If it gets that hot, something will open. Okay.
Can we hot water it?
Yeah. Get this hot water on the thermometer, and maybe. All right, thermometer. Let's get this party started.
Ooh.
Ooh, it's getting so steamy in here.
So steamy.
Yep, looks like this is doing the trick. There goes the gauge. Now it's at the open mark. Huh? Huh. It opened. What's this? Looks like there's a piece of paper in here.
Oh.
Oh, wait. Piece of paper.
Can you
Fine. Yeah, I wonder if I can combine.
Nah. No. Okay, so 957 plus 634.
634. 957
plus 634.
634
plus 185.
185, right?
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's 185.
1776.
1776.
Oh ho!
Boom.
Do you do quick maths or you do cheat?
I did quick maths.
Oh, nice.
One.
Oh, wait. No, it was 1775, wasn't it?
Nope.
No.
Shoot, what was it?
1776.
Oh, it was. Oh. Oh.
Oh, quick maths! Oh, quick maths! Yeah, this room is knowingly doesn't tell you how many clues there are. It's easy to miss one of the numbers.
Yeah. I mean, all you can do is try it, and if it doesn't work, then you gotta back to the drawing board.
Oh, what did I miss? I actually went to the thermometer and clicked on it, and then I just didn't click. I was like, oh, it's a thermometer, and just didn't like click on the thing to click on.
Oh, interesting.
Oh, what?
You clicked out.
You found it.
1776 was a pretty good year.
1776.
Call me silly, but I don't know. I don't know what was there.
In 1776?
1776.
Probably nothing.
No, Hamilton was started around that time, wasn't it? Alexander Hamilton. Can we Google that?
Like,
I think it was 1776, and then
1776
what
New York City.
happened?
Yeah, there it is.
In 1776.
Declaration of Independence.
By issuing the Declaration of Independence adopted by Continental Congress on July 4th, 1776, the 13 American colonies severed their political connections with Great Britain. The Declaration summarized the colonists' motivation for seeking independence.
Nice.
God damn.
What about Canada?
long time
is that?
ago.
Oh, is it 1876 that Canada did its thing?
When did Canada do its thing?
Yeah.
Oh, sorry. Thank you.
Yeah.
1867.
1867.
Damn.
When was the War of 1812?
Yeah, when did the War of 1812 happen?
I think it probably happened around 1300.
Yeah, I think so.
Probably.
There's actually a song about the War of 1812.
Yep.
Oh, yeah?
By the Arrogant Worms.
Oh, I thought it was, wasn't it Weird Al?
No, it was the Arrogant Worms.
Okay.
And the War of
Getting
1812,
nervous,
and the White House burned, and we're the ones who did it.
Outside of the shower room is a hallway that extended off to the left and right.
There's a large iron door at the end. This isn't
take a
voice
look.
act. Oh, it is.
They moved a few steps toward the door when Junpei heard the sound of metal on metal.
Huh?
They turned around. Seven was doing something with the door of the shower room.
What are you doing, Seven?
Well, I figure maybe we might want to come back here sometime. So I stuck the broom in there to keep the door from shutting.
All right, let's go.
It's like an OCD of his.
Yeah.
It's just a funny thing. I thought we might want to come back here, relive some of the good memories of walking through that corpse.
I mean, though, that's for sure.
It makes sense.
It makes total sense.
It's smart in a game like this. You want to have the options,
Sure.
right?
With that, he stood up and began walking down the hallway. He brushed past Junpei and kept going. After a moment, the rest of them followed him. Before long, they found themselves at the large iron door. They'd only been there for a moment when June spoke up.
Jumpy, look!
He turned. There on the right side of the hallway was a piece of paper attached to the wall.
What's that on the wall there?
A map.
I think it's
He ran over and peeled it off.
a
The
map of
map.
the ship's interior.
Nice.
It says C deck.
So it's the map for this floor then. We'll have time to study it later. Let's keep going for now.
Junpei folded the map and stuffed it into his pocket. Back at the door, the four of them lined up in front of it. Santa stepped forward. He grabbed hold of the door and then turned and looked back at the rest of them.
Ready? I'm gonna open it.
They nodded. Santa nodded and then threw the door open. All four of them let through.
What the?
You're shitting me.
Aw, yeah.
Oh, it only took a moment for them to realize where they were.
Back.
Why do you have to be mad?
It's only game. They had been.
Like we're
they'd been
sending you
only
to
a short
Edmonton
time
or
ago.
something. Jesus.
Yeah. It was the large hospital room filled with countless beds. Lotus and Clover looked up as they entered. Ace was there as well, though he looked as though he had only just woken up.
Clover! Lotus! And Ace! I'm glad you're all okay.
Yeah.
Lotus? What are you...
The moment they spotted Junpei, Lotus and Clover headed straight for him. As she neared him, Lotus threw
Dodge!
her hand
Dodge!
back.
Oh, there it is.
Roll for initiative on dodge, or no, roll for dodge.
It's a 1.
Ah! Critical fail. And slapped him open palmed across the face.
How could you do this to us?
Her face was furious. She grabbed Junpei by the collar and shook him violently. Clover didn't touch him, but the hate in her eyes was no less potent. It was Seven who stopped them.
Knock it off. We got bigger shit to worry about right now.
His deep voice echoed across the massive room. Lotus glared at Seven, but let Junpei go after one last vicious shake.
What?
Have a look.
I
stuck the screwdriver in the door. That door over there, the one without a number. As long as the screwdriver's there, it can't shut, so you can get in there. There's a shower room past there. I stuck a broom at the door there, too. Anyway, go take a look.
Then you're saying we can go in there without passing through the numbered door?
Yeah, it's about the size of it.
Wait, what the hell is in there?
You'll know when you see it.
Want to see a dead body?
Fine, let's go.
Oh, come goddamn
Oh no, not Clover.
Lotus and
Come
Clover
on,
looked
at least
one
give him
another
some
for a moment,
context.
then nodded and stepped through the door.
It's like
Just
a
keep
poorly thought out
walking.
prank.
You'll know it when you see
You'll know
it.
when you see it.
By then, Ace had made his way to them, moving with the stiff, shuffling steps of someone who had only just awoken from a lengthy
My
slumber.
goodness. I know I said I was sure you'd come back for me. I didn't think it would happen so soon, though.
Ace shook his head weakly.
We never left
Should
you.
I go as well?
Yeah.
Seven nodded.
Very well.
Ace followed Lotus and Clover with stiff, tired gait. Hey, Fluffy Shark. God, no. Steven. No.
I'm so high right now. Ace, probably.
Don't slip on your brother's
Oh.
innards on the way in.
Yeah.
The squeal of tortured metal made Junpei's teeth curl.
Ooh, teeth curling. That would be an awful feeling.
It sounded like the noise a ghost would make. No matter how many times he had heard it, he never got used to it. Every time it put him on edge. Didn't help that there was a girl nearby who looked far more like a ghost than a living human should.
Oh,
It was
God.
Clover.
What do you expect?
Oh, I think we might be at the Skippy time. Yep.
Oh, interesting. I don't remember this.
Yeah.
Oh, okay, yeah.
Once
Oh,
that
wait.
door shut, it was all over for Snake. But he didn't give up. He probably knew it wouldn't do him any good, but he probably ran into the shower room looking for the dead. It
Man.
was a small chance, but it wasn't like he had anything to lose.
This is much quicker than the route we took.
It didn't work.
Yeah.
The detonator is only deactivated if everybody who authenticated when they went in uses the dead.
All right. So yeah. So this was. Ooh, exciting.
What?
I don't know what happened, but it's exciting. I'm sure.
Yeah.
All right. Was Zero still on the ship with us? We said, of course. Why don't we go with wasn't sure this time? Yeah, a little quality save action happening. A nice little 17 slot. Yeah. 17. No.
What was that?
El Sai Congru.
Hmm?
El Sai Congru.
Huh?
CCC.
El Sai Congre?
The phoenix is in the nest.
The phoenix is in the nest.
The phoenix is in the nest?
Yes.
The lens is active.
Junpei was Zero on the ship. Wasn't sure. He wasn't sure.
I left the
Something's
microwave
still
on.
strange.
Something still strange. Could
What
you
was that?
imagine?
Well, I'm just wondering about one thing.
And
I
what's
don't know
that?
why.
How can you be so sure that Zero's on this ship?
Ace's eyebrow shot up.
Really, Junpei? I confess I'm a little disappointed. Usually you're rather sharp.
I think we can skip this part,
Isn't
right?
it obvious?
Yeah. Nope. Oh no. Oh no.
Interesting.
Wait, it is?
This ship,
Huh?
Zero said, "This ship," several times when he addressed us.
Simple.
If he weren't here, he wouldn't say "this ship," would he? He'd be saying something like, "that ship," or "the ship."
Yeah, I guess that makes sense.
Ace's explanation made perfect sense. Junpei felt a little foolish that he hadn't seen it himself. Still, he felt left with the question that if it was one of no small
If
importance.
Zero's on the ship, where is he?
Suddenly, everyone went very quiet. The silence was cold and clammy, and Junpei could feel it crawling across his back and around his throat. Again, he heard the ghostly moaning noise. And moments later, a person who looked more ghost than human appeared.
Oh no.
It was Clover. She looked at the floor as she spoke, and her voice was a cold monotone.
Pretty sure we're good to go here.
I think Zero is one of us.
Ooh.
Bum 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 bum.
All right.
That's crazy.
That's crazy.
You're
Isn't
crazy.
the ship going to sink in a few hours? If Zero was here with us, he'd be putting himself in danger.
Mm-hmm.
Why the hell would he do something like
Because
that?
he's crazy.
There's no motive.
Clover looked up at Junpei, and her face fell flat.
You don't believe me.
Oh god, that hurts. I love
Her eyes were
anime
so
noises.
pitiful. The moment Junpei's met them, he felt his heart tighten.
But I don't think that being pitiful is a reason to believe someone.
No. What if they give you a really pitiful look?
No, I mean, they can still, you can be like, the earth is flat. And look pitiful. And you still be like, we know from space it's not.
No, of course it is.
Just kidding, of course it is.
Yeah, definitely, obviously. He
Earth
didn't
can,
think
at least.
what he said was wrong. But perhaps the way he'd said it had been too insensitive. Clover had just lost her brother. His death would have been bad enough, but she'd also seen the blasted wreck of his body.
Did you
'Cause
let
know
her
what- I know.
see-
Hey, go check out that thing in there. Yeah. No, don't mind me. Junpei barely knew him, and the sight had made him sick enough. What Clover had felt, he couldn't begin to imagine. In the mental state she must have been in, it was understandable that she would look at those around her with suspicion. She felt everyone was against her.
Oh.
The least Junpei could have done was try to understand what she was feeling.
There's room for Clover in the Junpei harem, right?
Junpei?
Junpei.
That's a nice one.
Jun. Jumpy Jun.
Junpei.
Kana Jumpy?
Junpei.
Kani Jumpy? I don't know. Junpei?
Jumpy.
The Junpei.
Jumpy.
Jumpy. I don't know.
Jumpy.
Anyways.
Jumanji. Jumpy.
Jumanji. There we go. Perfect.
He felt
Nailed it.
ashamed of what he'd said. Perhaps he thought, I should apologize. But before the apology could begin...
Clover,
Oh!
I understand what you're feeling. You don't feel that you can trust any of us.
Especially me.
Ace had beaten
Look at her
Junpei
little
to the punch.
hands.
As he spoke to Clover, his face was calm and friendly.
But you have to
It's a little bit of a little odd perspective thing,
Yeah,
right?
those are opposite of yaoi hands.
Yeah. Little raptor hands.
Yeah, I know. she could have easily grabbed that key card from between that gate.
The more
Tiny
we
hands can
distrust
go
one
everywhere.
another, the further we fall into our true foe's trap.
Why do you keep doing that?
No, look where my mouse is, though, when I'm not going to move.
Huh. I don't know.
It's right here.
I don't know why it's happening anyways. Clickety click. Small hands.
Like,
Boy.
Zero was the one who did those horrible things to your brother. Do you want to let yourself be manipulated by someone who would do such a horrible thing?
By
You
letting
son of a
yourself
bitch
be
be manipulated by
me?
someone who did such a horrible thing.
Oh, you. Clover didn't answer. She didn't even look at Ace. The whole time her eyes were on Junpei. You could feel Clover's eyes boring into him. They were the color of a deep winter lake. Junpei saw no suspicion in them, only sadness.
Wait, isn't this where we call Ace out? Then in that horrible silence. Also, is it able to skip here? Okay. Is it from here? Yeah.
Then we need to move now.
Oh.
7. Clover, I know how you feel, but you do understand that right now it's important we trust one another, don't you?
7 and Clover remained silent. Their eyes were looking at something somewhere else and very far away.
We must go. We have very little time left.
Ace's words put their feet to moving. They all knew where they were going.
Our next destination is Mercury.
Nice.
Here we go.
They stood in front of the elevators next to the stairs that led to the casino kitchen.
Oh.
Oh yeah, we're back at this thing. Now, I do want to see... Where is it down? Where are we? Well, we're right here.
We got all new. All the way
There's a
down.
whole new world.
All the way
Oh,
down.
Between the two elevators, there was a card reader with the Mercury symbol engraved into it. Junpei stood in front of it with the Mercury key card.
Oh, that's the...
Yeah, I found it in the shower room.
Oh, I see. It's got the Mercury symbol.
They took a deep breath and slid the card through the card reader. They made a small beep and the lights on the reader blinked to life.
Pop.
Now we can go.
7 people, including Junpei, climbed onto the elevator.
Looks like there's only 2 floor buttons working.
C and bottom.
I'm looking for Mr. C Bottoms. Is there a C bottom here? looking for a C bottom.
And possibly a double D top. The rest were destroyed or did nothing when pushed.
Time to head down then.
Junpei hit the bottom button. The door closed. Slowly, they began to move downward. Sometime later, all 7 of them stepped off the elevator and onto the bottom deck. What's weird, we didn't talk about getting wet at all there.
No, I know. Definitely we picked the best route first.
Mm-hmm.
Best route.
They stepped off and saw the hallway to their right, and it's somewhere between 20 and 25 feet from them. The hallway in front of them had a dead end. But not a regular dead end, because it wasn't. It had a door. We haven't gone through 2 at all.
Door.
We've never been here.
I don't think so.
Yeah, it's door 2.
Immediately, they began to discuss who would go through it.
So who should go through the door this time?
We're never leaving June.
We don't need to be discussing who we're leaving behind this time, right?
People come back.
It's set up so we'll be able to meet up again once we get through the numbered doors.
Then there's no need for arguments at this point.
We should figure out who's going in first.
Very well. Would anyone like to volunteer?
I'll do it.
Jumpy and June sure would.
The first to speak up was 7.
I'll go too.
Then I suppose I need to go too then.
Junpei followed suit, which meant Lotus was, by default, the 3rd member. What? No!
No!
No! I
Junpei,
don't
what are you
like.
doing?
We're just going in?
All right, we're taking off.
Thank
Okay, please be careful.
Oh no.
Jesus. You 2 are acting like you're married, you know that?
Yeah, what about it?
Oh,
June
Blushes furiously.
So did Junpei.
Don't be silly. Cut it out.
Cut it out. Stop.
Stop it.
Stop
No,
it.
please.
No, you
Quit. You're making it weird.
It's all blushy and stuff.
Okay. Perhaps in an attempt to hide his emotions.
Man, I can't admit my feelings.
No, but, I'm an adult. I just repress them and drink them
You
away.
get all embarrassed when you talk about it like that.
Want to go get drunk and tell each other how much we love each other?
Let's do it.
He quickly turned away and pulled the lever on the red. The door opened. As they'd come to expect, there appeared to be a short hallway on the other side.
All right, let's go.
Lotus was the first to go through the door.
Yeah.
Let's do this.
Let's do this.
7 was next, and Junpei brought up the rear.
Where the hell is it this time?
I don't see it.
Oh, there it is. It's right there.
Fortunately, it only took them moments to find the dead. It had been placed just inside the room, right next to the numbered door. They gathered around it and quickly scanned each of their bracelets. Boom. Oh, that last beep really got me.
It stopped.
It stopped.
Yeah, it stopped.
Junpei could feel his heart pounding against the inside of his ribs. Seven and Lotus were breathing hard and fast.
Man, I'll never get used to that.
Hard.
I'm not sure it's
And
something
fast.
I'd want to get used to.
I don't think we've been
finish
through
this
here,
game before imminent death becomes a normal thing.
Well, that line sounds familiar.
Yeah, that's been said before.
Damn right.
All right.
So we left Ace, June, Clover, and
Santa.
Can Santa protect? God, I hope so.
Junpei looked around again.
This hallway's pretty short, but it's got 5 doors. 3 on the left, and only 1 on the right.
Don't forget the last one at the end of the hall.
But it's got a metal plate over it, so I doubt we're gonna get anywhere that way.
After taking a look around the room itself, Seven spoke.
All right, let's get started. I think we'd probably better split up. You two okay with that?
Yes, no problem.
Sure thing.
Then I'll take this first one.
Seven nodded to them and stepped into the room closest to him.
I'll try the one next to it.
At last, Junpei was left alone. Finally.
Well, I guess I'd better get started too.
He looked intently at the remaining 3 rooms.
Emergence.
Okay, seek a way out.
Seek a way out.
Hey, Luigi, say.
Can we do this in 19 minutes? I don't know. Confinement room. Interesting. Is this like a brig of sorts or what?
All right, so these 2 are taken.
Occupied. Oh, God. This is definitely a brig.
Well, that mirror looks cool.
Yeah. It's got the whole universe.
Dirty blanket on the bed. Man, this is a mess. It's not even a bed anymore.
Who's in here?
You, Seven.
I want to sleep there. Oh, no. Yeah, it's 7
Oh.
and Lotus. Yes, you got.
Oh, pooper.
Ooh.
A symbol on the toilet, huh? Seems a little fishy to me.
It's a sun symbol, but it doesn't look like the ones that on the doors.
Damn, this toilet's pretty nasty to begin with. But the inside's even worse.
Honestly, I'm amazed you could bring yourself to touch it.
Ha! There's way nastier stuff out there in the world other than this gross toilet.
Yeah, Tom lives there.
You're a deep thinker, aren't you?
I like to think so.
Oh, and look, Clay lives here.
Oh, yeah?
Never
Oh,
change
yeah.
the goddamn toilet paper roll.
Remember, Tom, you can't say never. You have to say not often.
Nearly never.
I still refute that.
You refute nearly never?
Yeah.
I went in there yesterday and there was 2 sheets left on the thing and a fresh one that was out.
Yet then.
And a fresh one that had been opened and put on the countertop. And I was like, son of a bitch!
Well, there was a stranger in our house last night. I assume it was them.
Oh, I see.
Yeah.
Oh, it was the friendly neighborhood murderer
Yeah.
that just jaunts through our house.
Well, I mean, let's be thankful that that's all they did. They could have murdered somebody.
They could have. I guess you're right. I'm counting my lucky stars today.
See, optimism. It'll get you there.
Damn.
I will admit to maybe often does not change.
Often does not change. I'll take it. I'll start documenting the times that you do change it.
Oh, wow.
As a positive reinforcement strategy.
Oh, I see. And you just make a weird collage of like phone pictures.
I'll take photos. Yeah. Oh my god. I'll take photos with it too, like selfies.
With the date and time. That'd be fun.
Definitely.
You make a nice little collage.
Yeah. Be a pretty boring one because it wouldn't be any photos involved in it, but it'd be nice. I'm gonna do it though, seriously.
I hate art thing though. I wish it was more easy to change. It's got the stupid springs and stuff.
I know, man. You're so right. I guess I never thought of it from your perspective. You know,
it's not like you're changing it either.
I do. If
moving on. Enough of this.
I seriously doubt I'm gonna need this for anything. Nice.
But he takes it anyway.
This part is thinner than the rest. In fact, it doesn't really look like it's part of the rest of this thing. This rod feels loose. Maybe if I give it a couple turns. Here we go. Oh, look at this. Look at this one. Nice. Well, it looks like the rod comes out easily enough, but I don't think the rest of that's going anywhere. Okay. Oh.
I've never done that before.
Never once.
Just, yeah, no.
Well, I'm pretty sure it's
I've
from
seen the media, but I've never done it.
Yeah, I'm pretty sure it's from gravity-fed toilet bowls where they're way up top.
They're way up top, yeah.
Yeah, this handle's pretty loose.
Loose?
Oh!
You think it'll come off if you pull on it? It fell off. Huh, look at this. The head handle doesn't really fit on the string.
That's funny.
Maybe it wasn't meant to be attached to it.
Smell a combination. So the toilet water really spins the other way in Australia and stuff like that, right?
I don't actually know that to be true.
Interesting.
The Simpsons informed me that it did.
Because our spins
clockwise.
Clockwise, yeah. So does it spin?
Which way?
The myth goes that if you flush a toilet in Australia, the water swirls down the drain the opposite way than the northern hemisphere due to the Coriolis effect, an apparent force which describes an object veered to the left or right from traveling something that's rotating. Okay, so wait, is it a myth, or I guess it says it's a myth? You could have done the little Google Answers thing.
The answer is yes and no.
Oh, okay. Great.
That's not an answer.
So
No,
I just
Clayton,
stick
is
this
not
metal
true.
rod.
What? But the answer is yes and no.
Yeah. A rod next to a toilet.
Just scroll up and then click on those things.
Stick this metal rod into the handle. Ba-bow! Screwdriver. Nice.
Oh, large scale.
Thank God, it's the right kind of screwdriver for that screw. Awesome. We can totally use this. Damn, this.
Damn, the screwdriver looks like a soldering iron. You think it's some sort of industrial grade screwdriver?
Okay.
Guess that doesn't really matter. Anyways, so as long as we've got this thing, we can unscrew any Phillips screwdrivers or screws we run into.
Nice. I didn't actually see that thing. We already found a clue without finding it, you know? Let's look at this, Why not?
What the hell's this supposed to be? Like a drawing of a whirlpool or something?
Well, if I had to guess, I'd say it's trying to look like water.
There's a little tile in the drain.
Oh. Doesn't look like we're gonna be able to pull it out of there.
Might have to use our heads on this one. All right, let's figure this thing out. Huh. Looks like the water doesn't work.
Doesn't matter how much 7 turns that thing. No water's coming out. Has the water been shut off from somewhere else?
Sorry to satiate everyone's curiosity. Apparently, it is a real thing, and it does happen, but not in toilets. Toilets are too small for the effect to happen, but in larger instances of swirling water, it can go counterclockwise in the southern hemisphere.
So when you're getting sucked into the whirlpools, that as a child I thought were going to be a much bigger issue than they were in my real life.
Yeah, that's the thing. You'd be getting sucked in, you'd be drowning, you'd be like, wait a second, I'm going the wrong way.
Hey, Gyarados, why'd you do this to me? Pokemon ruined my childhood.
Yeah,
definitely.
So there you go. So that's why it's yes and no.
There it is. Maybe it's for privacy?
Privacy, my favorite thing.
Brits. There's a guy that today I found out YouTube channels says
Contravesty?
Yeah, no, it's like controversy, but it's
Contravesty?
Yeah. Oh, he says it really weird, like the wrong emphasis on all the syllables.
Oh, but he's trying to say controversy.
Yeah.
Controversy?
Controversy.
Contravesty. I don't know. Anyways, what's your point?
Anyways, it's just weird because it's just weird.
Are you sure it's because there's like a contravesty? That's not a real word.
No, controversy. Anyways,
it's trending on Twitter
old.
at some point in time.
If 7's out on it, it'd probably break.
I don't know, chat.
Huh?
I don't know.
You say something?
Nothing at all. All right, give me this thing. Give me the. Oh, right. Look at that. Huh?
What the hell? It's not opening.
There's something up with this drawer. I don't trust it.
It's a shifty drawer.
And to answer the question why we switched the voices, it's so everybody gets a voice.
Yeah. Got the screw off. Now we can open the drawer.
Now we can open the drawer.
Tom gets all the voices.
There's nothing in here.
What?
Well, maybe the drawer is what we need.
The drawer, huh?
All right, let's yank that thing out.
Woo! Oh, hi. Search it.
There's a bump on the back.
Huh. Wonder what that's for.
Maybe there's a hole somewhere and these bumps line up with it and trigger a hidden switch or something.
Surprising how often their hunches are right.
We've seen weirder stuff, man. Doesn't seem that far-fetched.
All right, already took the drawer out of the desk. Let's go. Let's try out
door number 2.
Yeah. Oh, that was a whirlpool. This is a rushing river.
Oh.
Wow. A towel.
Don't go chasing waterfalls.
Oh.
Stick to the rivers and the whirls that you're used to.
There it is.
I think is what they're trying to say.
Huh.
Well, it looks like a towel. I have to wonder if the design means anything, though. Maybe you should consider what the design might be. Perhaps that'll give us a hint. BB.
This bed looks even sadder without the pillow.
So, it's still a terrible bed. I'd never sleep on a bed like that.
Huh.
I do other... Never mind.
Bed looks cold. Pretty sure you'd freeze to death in the winter.
No kidding. If I tried to sleep here, my skin would dry out in no time.
'Cause you're a witch? Well, it's not like you're that young anymore. I shouldn't really met.
My, Jumpy. Aren't you lucky? It seems you'll die before you have a chance to grow old and hideous.
I'm sorry. You're right. Dry skin is a woman's worst enemy.
Can we all agree that Lotus is smoking hot for her age?
Oh, smoking.
Absolutely.
Thank you.
This paper seems pretty old.
Ew, how the hell could you touch that? It's horrible.
Well, it's not like I've really got a choice, do I? It's not like I want to.
But don't you?
Don't use toilet paper. Well, it's old and it's kind of grossing me out, but there's nothing suspicious about it.
Pull the lever, Kronk.
It's hanging from the wall. Whoop. Well, if we string up,
8 out of 8.
well, if we're pulling the string, then this must be a toilet that flushes.
The moon. A moon? What a filthy, disgusting moon.
Yeah, it's pretty filthy, but it's a precious hint. Let's remember it, all right?
And then 7 busts in and pulls his pants down.
I
He's like,
refuse to touch this.
Okay.
I refuse. Sorry.
What the hell's wrong with you?
That's fine.
I don't want to touch it. Ever. Just breaks down.
Picture the moon here. String hanging from the ceiling. You pull it to flush the toilet. Alright. This looks just like part of the design from the towel. Do you think that means anything?
On the towel, it looks like water's flowing from the river to the spring. Do you think that means we need to make the water flow from here?
Oh. There's no knob on this faucet. No way I can get water out of this.
If we can find a knob or something that'll work like one, then we should be able to get the water to come out of this thing.
This drain is kind of a weird shape for a drain. You think they made this shape for a reason or just for fun? Always for a reason. Oh. Oh, yeah.
Ooh. Oh, look, the knob is super suspect.
Yeah.
There's nothing in the drawer.
Yeah. Oh, they're not right, though. The handle on the drawer doesn't really fit, you know? It just looks messy.
Why don't you take it out?
Oh, look at the bottom of that one. What about this one? No. Oh. Really weird. If I use the screwdriver on the center of the handle, maybe I can... Nice! I got a knob. Okay. We took the drawer out, but nothing happened.
Of course. There's no way you got a puzzle in something that small.
Yeah, I know, still. Still seems like they might be... Try to... What's that? It looks like there's something... Huh? Looks like there's something in there. Boop, boop. There it is. Sounds like something's falling. What was that?
I heard it too. Let's open the drawer. Bum, 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 bum.
Tile.
Tile your best and you don't succeed.
All right. So let's we're solving some stuff over here. I feel pretty good about this. First, let's put this in here. Really weird shape for a drain. Oh, never mind. Okay, fine.
You knob.
Oop. Sweet, the handle I got off the drawer fits into the faucet perfectly. Now I can turn the water on. So do it. Junpei, what are you doing? It's pretty obvious, isn't it? I'm running the water.
I can see that. I'm asking why you're just letting it run like that.
Think about it, Lotus. This faucet didn't have a knob, and then, or when we found it, right?
What do you mean?
Just watch. Anytime now.
Hey, the water's filling up. Doesn't that just mean the pipes are clogged?
Whoops. Well, let's turn it off now.
So, did anything change?
The water stopped flowing.
Thank you, Mr. Obvious. Junpei, I'm leaving this one to you, all right? Oh, can't handle your crazy ideas.
Is the drain clogged? It looks like a lot of water isn't draining out of the sink.
That's funny. I thought it was going to flow through that hole there into the other room. Want to try clicking one more time just to make sure?
Items? Oh, there we go. It's totally filled with water. So click where?
On the faucet, just even turn it on again.
Well, looks like turning the knob did the trick. Sink's filling up with water.
Oh, I guess not. We can check the other room again, I guess.
Yeah, let's see what happened. What do we... Ooh. Oh, baby! Give me this tile. I want it in my life.
Now, where do we use these tiles?
Junpei put the wet tile into his pocket. He was about to turn the water away when there was a noise behind him.
What the?
Oh.
He spun around to see Seven kneeling on the floor. His face was rigid and pale. Droplets of sweat covered his forehead.
Hey, what's going on? Are you...
Okay, man?
You're sweating like crazy. Are you all right?
He was concerned. He'd never seen Seven like this before. Slowly the other man lifted himself to his feet on shaky legs.
Yeah, I'm fine. Just got a little dizzy, that's all.
His face was pale and his breathing was heavy. Sweat was pouring off his face and staining his shirt.
That's definitely more than just a little dizzy. Are you sure? You don't look so good.
In this timeline, Seven has the fever?
Seven didn't answer. Half of his face was twisted as if distorted by extreme pain and his eyes were glazed. Finally, he spoke.
What am I doing here?
Huh?
Wow.
His words made no sense.
What are you talking about? We opened the number 2 door and walked in here. Don't tell me you forgot.
No, that's not what I mean.
He shook his head several times as if trying to clear something from it.
It ain't much, but I think some of my memories came back. I think I've been here before.
Looks like a ship worker for sure.
Huh?
I said I've been in this room before.
You were here? When? Why?
Aoi. Like, Nona.
Aoi.
Suddenly, Seven was mumbling to himself. There were words Junpei didn't understand.
Aoi's blue?
Mm-hmm. Seven's hoarse voice trailed off and Junpei couldn't make out what he said.
What the hell was that?
Seven's brow furrowed furiously as he ground his teeth back and forth.
It's right there. I feel like I'm this close to remembering everything, but I just can't.
Seven stopped, frustrated. He pulled off his hat and ran a hand through his hair. Then, suddenly, he looked up at his eyes wide.
That's right, an experiment. There was some kind of experiment going on this ship.
An experiment? What sort of experiment?
They were trying to control people. Or something like that.
What the hell are you talking about?
Junpei didn't know what to make of Seven's story. Instead, he simply stared at Seven as Seven
Light, and
continued.
Nona. Those were their names. Well, some of them. The kids that were in the experiment, I mean. I think there were 4 or 5 more, but I don't remember all their names.
Maybe even 6.
That's right. That's why I'm here.
Seven began to mumble to himself and wander aimlessly around the room. He looked confused. So far as Junpei could tell, the man was simply rambling and there were odd twitches in his movement.
Experiment. Cradle Pharmaceuticals. Those kidnapped kids. Was I working that case?
Seven continued to mumble to himself about the things that meant nothing to Junpei. Junpei didn't have any answers for him, of course. He couldn't understand what was happening to Seven. All he could do was wait. After a few minutes, Seven finally stopped.
Wait, under this bed.
Crouched down and looked under the bed. His face registered mild surprise, and he began to mumble to himself again.
The home's gone? No, maybe it was a different room. There's got to be a ton of rooms on this boat that look just like this one.
At last, Junpei could contain himself no longer.
Hey, what exactly do you remember? Maybe you could stop talking like a crazy person and tell me what's going on here.
Real helpful there, Junpei. Seven stood up slowly.
Well, it's not like I really remember everything. I've only got bits and pieces, and they're scattered and don't make much sense.
I don't care. Tell me the bits and pieces then.
Junpei could feel it. Whatever Seven had remembered, it was important. Very important.
Okay.
Seven drew a large, muscled hand down across his face. As he wiped the sweat from his brow, he spoke.
From what I can remember, I think I was a cop.
A cop?
He was a cop, you idiot.
He's a
Yeah.
cop. Who is your
I was
daddy and what
looking
does
for
he
that group
do?
of kids that got kidnapped 9 years ago.
Was it 9 kids?
Remember that, right? It was all over the news.
9 kids
Yeah,
9 years ago.
I was still in school. I don't remember all the details, but I do remember some of it. I think it was a bunch of kids right around my age.
16.
They all just disappeared. Nobody knew why. It was all over TV and the newspapers every day. So you're saying you were investigating it?
Yeah, that's what it looks like. And I guess I found something. There was this medical company called Cradle Pharmaceuticals that had something to do with those kids. After I figured that out, I managed to get some information out of somebody who worked for them. I think it was...
Tonight, a ship is set to take the children to a large passenger liner docked offshore.
Huh.
Yeah, that had to been it.
No.
That's why I went to the
Oh.
wharf.
Woo. Damn. Did you go alone, you
Shadows,
crazy
I
bastard?
searched the harbor until I found the ship he was talking about. There was a bunch of movement near it. Men in black suits, many of them were carrying large bags. The bags... There was something about the way they moved as they were carried. No doubt about it. There were human beings in those bags. I moved before I realized it. I came out of hiding, my gun already in my hand.
Don't move.
I felt metal touch the back of my head.
Oh.
Drop the gun.
He kept digging the cold metal thing into my skull. There was nothing I could do. Did what he said and laid my gun on the ground. Then suddenly, there was a sharp pain in my neck. A needle.
A drug?
That was my last thought. My face hit cold concrete. I was out like a light after that.
Damn.
I woke up on a hard floor. Damn it. Shit, my head hurts. Where am I?
He looks so
Small,
fancy.
shabby bed, a dirty sink, a toilet with no privacy. I'd seen it countless times as a cop. I'm in a cell, huh? Facing the toilet was a door set into the wall. I was still pretty woozy, but I made my way over to it. I pushed and pulled on it, but... it won't open. Not like I expected much else. Would be dumb enough to put me in a cell and leave it unlocked. Threw myself against the door a few times, but it wouldn't budge. I knew it. I gave up and made my way back to the bed and sat down.
A&M. He's 007. Ayo. Pew, 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 pew.
Boop, boop. Thanks, Alto A&M.
007 did get captured a bunch of times, didn't he?
Oh, tons.
Oh,
I
yeah.
sat there for a
That's
very,
always they gotta
very long time.
when you're the only
Who knows how long?
protagonist. You have to have that all is lost moment in a film.
Then, I heard a faint voice. The voice was far away. I couldn't understand what it was saying, but I could hear one. It was pretty high, probably a little kid. Huh? No, it was
Right
several.
over here.
I hear 5 or 6, maybe more. Where? Where are they coming from? I pressed my ear to the wall and tried to listen through it. No, that's not it. Left. coming from under the bed? I hauled on the metal frame and flipped the thing over. And there it was. The bed had hidden an air vent under it. The hole in the wall was covered by a metal grate. I dropped flat on the floor and peered through the grate. I couldn't see shit, but I knew it in my gut.
Monkey.
This was where those voices were coming from. Hold up. Why are there kids here? But then what my inside man told me popped into my head.
Tonight, a ship is set to take the children to a large passenger liner docked offshore.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. Am I on that ship? It didn't matter. All I knew was I had to get to those kids. I checked out the metal grate. Could I fit?
No way. There's no way.
You know.
Please say
Stuck
no.
my fingers in and grabbed it.
Give me a tight fit.
Yeah. How do you like that, you son of a bitch? I finally got the damn thing off. Sweat was dripping down my face, so I wiped it off and crawled inside.
There's no way.
Tight fit, but I think you could do it. You just gotta hunch the shoulders a little
You
bit.
have to be like 4 feet wide.
Yeah. Yeah. Junpei waited for Seven to resume his story. The longer he waited, however, the clearer it became that Seven had no intention of doing so. He had gone silent and simply stared off into the air, his eyes blank.
Hey, what happened after that?
Probably Chris.
He'd waited long enough, but Seven shook his head.
I don't remember what happens after that. I think I found some kind of door out of the duct. And I think I found some kids, too.
Oh.
It is like
And
4
then
feet
watch
wide.
them all burn. And I think...
Not good. Why can't I remember what happened next?
Oh, God.
Ah, man, what happened to the kids, Seven? Did you save them?
I'm on the edge of my seat here, man. I need to know how the story ends.
I've got this feeling. I think one of the kids died. A girl, I think.
Oh.
Huh?
Deep in his heart, Junpei felt something very cold. Seven's head dropped and Junpei saw on it a look of sadness, the likes of which he had never seen on the man before. The large man's eyes blinked rapidly, as if he were fighting back tears, and he swallowed hard. His eye was like the melancholy setting of an old abandoned building. He shook his head and spoke.
Anyway, just please don't ask me anymore, okay?
But the
I really
children.
don't remember
What
anything else.
happened to the children?
After that, Junpei could hardly try to force any answers out of the other man.
It's fine. Don't push yourself. Going by what he said?
Junpei left Seven to pull himself together and instead began thinking everything over.
The children who had been kidnapped 9 years before? Apparently a company called Cradle Pharmaceuticals had been behind it all. They'd taken the children to the same ship we're on now. They'd been brought here for an experiment. Seven said it had something to do with controlling human beings. The 16 children who had been kidnapped were the subjects. Seven had said 3 of their names were Aoi, Light, and Nona. I think that's all I got. Oh, and Seven is, or was at some point, a cop.
I got it. I got
I
it
can't
all
really
figured
use
out.
any of this information anyway.
Awful, though.
I didn't learn anything about the Nonary game or Zero. Why were we brought to the same ship where they'd done those experiments 9 years ago? And just what the heck is this about controlling human beings? That's nuts. Did they really conduct an experiment like that?
Yeah, I mean, not all of it, but some of it.
Before long, Junpei realized that he had spent quite some time deep in
I
thought.
don't have time to just stand here thinking. I need to get moving.
Junpei shook his head quickly to clear it and returned to his investigation, thoughts swirling in his mind.
Rest of piece of paper and Android and the pen.
If I can the water bubbles through the drain. The drawing on the mirror looks just like part of the design on the towel.
And the design on the towel was a river and a spring, right?
The picture on this mirror is a spring. It's talking about the water in the sink. All right, so what do we want to do? Want to pause it here, pick it up tomorrow at 3:30?
Sure.
Yeah? Okay, so we kind of figured out, got the 2 tiles from those 2 rooms. We're going to open this shifty door in the end at the beginning of the next stream, which is happening tomorrow at 3:33 p.m. If you are watching this video, then hey, what's going on? My name is Tom, and this guy is Clay. We play 999 at 3:33 every Monday, Tuesday, Wednesday, and Thursday. And that is a PST time because we're in Vancouver. So if you are watching that live, you want to catch it, that is 6:33 p.m. EST. That's what I wanted to say that way.
Oh, wow, you took that pen back fast.
Yeah.
Because it's my favorite pen.
Boom. Want to throw this one up on the board?
Yeah.
I stole the android's pen once, and he's like, hey.
And now you can't steal pens anymore because I broke all your fingers.
Yeah, I know. I had fingers, and I don't have them anymore.
I want to break Tom's fingers.
I know, it was a...
The androids, no.
Oh, no, I forgot how challenging this is.
Yeah, it's going to be real challenging. You're going to have to find some placements.
Seek a way out.
Oh, there's a little place you found right there. Great stream. Thanks, Jack Creator. We got some, as they would say, hashtag progress that went on today. Rest in peace, Tom's fingers. Yeah. Break Clay's nose. Hey, Luis Cortez. But yeah, we got some fun stuff happening. Valhalla is happening at 12:30 tomorrow afternoon. And it is going to be a finale. Like, we're kind of positive about that.
Yep.
No way. We're getting to the end of Valhalla. Does that mean that we are for sure starting up to the moon on Wednesday?
Yeah, I guess so. I mean, like, I think that game might take us 2 streams. Yeah, well, it'll probably take us 3 streams. Yeah, we can.
Okay. There we go. You heard it here first, folks. I didn't know that it was going to be the final stream tomorrow. I thought there might be 2 streams in it. There's another stream we might want to do on Valhalla with a few bonus stuff, not like playing it again, but something else to do in the game. Would you rather think we should start to the moon though? To the moon on Wednesday? Yeah.
I don't know. If it's going to take us 2 streams to do To the Moon, wouldn't it be better to do it one after another? Next
Yeah,
week?
it would be. And is it only going to be 2 streams? Like I'm a little.
It's like a 5-hour game, I think.
Yeah, so that's probably like a 3-hour stream, 3 hours of stream for sure. Like 3 streams, I mean.
Okay.
Yeah? Cool. Okay, so we're going to do Valhalla. We might pick up the bonus stuff at a later date for Valhalla, but we will do Valhalla tomorrow, the finale, final, last one, so we've been told, with To the Moon starting up on Wednesday then. That's awesome. To the Moon's gonna play through that, and that's also going to be in the Tuesday, Wednesday time slot next week. Boom.
Hashtag maybe only in case barring additional discussion.
Yeah,
this is tentative.
Yeah, tentative.
Just in case.
Yeah.
10 out of 10.
10 out of tentative.
Yeah, exactly. Cool. And then Dokapon, we are going to be playing again Sunday at 3:33 p.m. 3:30 p.m. And then after next week, we're looking at maybe grabbing a second day of the week, but that's going to be, just keep up to date with our Discord, which is linked down below. So there you go. There's all the information that you need to know. If you haven't already liked the video, make sure to like the video if you're this far through it. And thank you for coming out. Fun stream, says Jarrett. Yeah, it was. To the Moon, Dokapon, hell yeah. I know, David, that game was, I can't wait like a week to play it once every time.
I know, right?
Gotta play it more.
I know.
Thinking of getting some longer streams of it too. Oh god, this is gonna be good. Cool. All right. Anything else you want to add?
Nope, that's about it.
All right, everybody. Then we will see you tomorrow at 12:30 with Valhalla finale. Bye.
Bye.